right, let's do this. Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this weekly reading from, Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this energy reading. Okay, I'll figure it out. Okay. Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this weekly energy reading. For those of you looking for your zodiac, I'll get this right. What's wrong with my hair? Like, what is this? What is this? Like, seriously, dude, what is this? Okay. Like, literally, what is that? It's like a bump. Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this weekly energy reading. For those of you looking for your zodiac readings, the timestamps are below. For those of you interested in this reading, welcome. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about this end of July, this whole month of July. I'm showing you the Tower card. It's a 16 card in the tarot. 16 is 7 and 2023 equates to 7. To me, it's so representative, this card, because since the beginning of the year, it's been a freaking tower, right? It's been a fucking, like, and April, like March, April, May was intense too. I mean, I remember doing a video about that, and I realized that July to me has become the most revelatory month for me, has become the most uncomfortable month for me in this year of 2023, because it's me coming face to face with my hang-ups, with my older version of me, and it's me like facing the triggers, the people who trigger me, all of it. It's like all the like ugly or good or beautiful, whatever it is that you want to like, we can label it, but that uncomfortable, and moving through it like the freaking warriors that we are, right? And it's like, that's why sometimes people tell me, oh, everything is just great, and I'm looking at them like, which is fine, everybody has their time to be going through this chaos moment, but to me it's been very beautifully chaotic, in a sense that, like, I know more and more that I really want to look, I really want to do the work. I'm like, I'm looking forward to this trigger. Like, everything that triggers me is like I pounce right on it. I'm like, yeah, okay, what the frick is inside me? What is stuck inside me? Let's get this out. But in the moment, it's vulnerable. The moment to me is like you tapping into your human self. And you know, as we move through this journey, as I move it through with you, it's like we're so ready to jump into the light, jump into the warrior mode, jump into all of this, but forgetting that we are human, and we are here to enjoy this human experience, and just becoming more observant of the way the ego mind is not doing this on purpose. It's not doing this to hurt us, right? It's doing it to save us in the ego way, right? It's like the ego is about survival mode, right? So it's about looking at everything with compassion. The ego, the heart, the soul, the everything, right? And that includes people. So it's a really interesting time. I say this every week, but it really is. It's like I've been going out with a lot of people that I've been estranged with, let's say, for the past 3 or 4 years, and we're coming back together to talk or whatever, and we're bringing up a lot of what happened like 3 years ago, and I find it interesting how it's like the crazies, right, are the ones who need to apologize for how we reacted, let's say. And while I understand that, and I do take responsibility and accountability for my reactions and how I perhaps like attacked or whatever others' opinions and stuff like that, and I realized that it was like very aggressive, but at the same time it's like, why is it that we're needing to apologize? Which I did. I apologized for how they felt, but at the same time there's like responsibility on both ends. So that's like something interesting that's happening right now, and that's why like a lot of like people moving towards the light are being triggered, because that there's everyone else around you wants to keep you in that like older version of the human. And you, if you're watching this and you like relate to that what I'm saying to you, you as a light is, you can no longer function in that old world. It doesn't work. Like it just doesn't. And it's that uncomfortable moment. So it's you're in a tower moment where you're like, and this is not just talking like in general spirituality kind of, it's everything within your relationships, whether it's romantic, with your friends, your family, your whatever colleagues, it's in your job, it's how are you perceiving things, how like, and it's to me it's that moment that breaks you open. It makes you vulnerable. And it's that moment where you need to surrender to it. And like I've been a victim of this week, where I was like in this frickin', it's not even the tower I was in a frickin' tornado. And I was like, just kept my this old perception of myself just kept coming back in my face. And I was just so uncomfortable. And I was trying, and my higher self was trying to like reason me through this, but it was just so challenging. And I don't know if you're feeling this, because a lot of us are feeling in different domains and different areas of our life, right? And it's like our human mind wants to keep us here, wants to save us from this, but wants to keep us in the comfort zone. And it's like, no. And that's why last week I think I talked about this, about being unapologetically you, is truly, it's not like I'm standing in my truth and I'm not listening to anyone else. That's not what that is. It's just really loving you and understanding and understanding and overstanding that you are going to make others uncomfortable, and you're going to make yourself uncomfortable too, because we're moving into a new paradigm that is unknown to me, to you, to everybody. Like, we're not moving into the future of this linear time, right? We're not moving into that future because we've already done it, and we've come back from it to move into an unknown. And this is where we are being asked to surrender to it. Because like, even my higher self is like, I have no freaking idea what's coming for anyone. And we're working together to come up with that together. And it's kind of beautiful, but it's fucking uncomfortable, right? Like, let's be freaking real. And it's like, people will tell me, oh no, like, it's just like, yes. And the discomfort is the work. It's the work. And we are working together on this, right? And I'm seeing a lot of the collapse of the polarities, the good, the evil, the right, the wrong, the light, the dark, right? It's like, it's no longer like I had a really good friend of mine. I did a good tarot reading for her, and I wish I brought the card with me. And the outcome of her reading was the devil, and I was like, what the F is that? And we really looked into it. I looked into it, and I slept on it. She slept on it, and then we came together and we came up with like really. So we worked with it together. But for me, the devil is like your shadow. It's your dark, which is your good, which is your light, and it's the collapse of that, right? And like, it's funny because I had a devil for another client, and they were like, well, the devil is just a fallen angel. I'm like, exactly, right? It's just that. It's like, it's this whole perception, it's this whole narrative that we created. And it's just like, you're the devil, I'm the devil. If I am God, then I am that, right? And that's just the realization of that, and just like surrendering to that. And not putting a label on it, and not putting ourselves as good or bad or ugly or fat or skinny or whatever. It's truly working through these things to become one. And it's for me, it's like fully surrendering to ourselves. It's fully surrendering to the timing of things, fully surrendering to the when, the where, the how, the why. So let me just see what else I wrote, because I wrote so much. Oh, that's good. Like, everyone's still wanting to hang on to the past. Okay, so like, and they find excuses for why I need to hang on. Like, they're like, well, you're I'm going to give you a very personal example. Like, my sister passed away 6 years ago, let's say. And and you know, most of the people listen to me, that you know that I don't believe in death. I believe in the death of the physical vessel, but not the soul, right? So I've been told by 2 people now that it's, well, you're just saying that so that you could feel better about it, right? And it's like, no, I'm not. But it's like, this is what it means to like be hanging on to an old way of being, and holding on to like psychological terms and like narratives and just everything. It's just like, wow, man. But also, it's like, just because you feel it doesn't mean that I feel that. And just because you think the way I look at things is crazy doesn't mean, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I find it it's a very, and it should really matter to me anyways. So I don't even know why I'm talking about it, because I'm here to own my way, right? I'm here to own it, and not negate my experience, and not negate it because I need to make other people feel comfortable. And that the whole conversation was all about respect. You don't respect people. You don't respect your father, your mother, your sister, your brother, this. You don't respect everybody. I'm like, respect, again, it's just like a trigger word for me. It's like, that is your perception. Why, like, I don't know. I feel like we're so much, and maybe I'm doing the same thing right here, talking to you like that. So who the frick knows what I'm saying? I can't even like concentrate and focus right now. Oh my god. Oh yeah. In one of the conversations I was having, they were talking about like, oh, you're still on Facebook, and I'm like, yes. It's like I was told that it's for old people and racists, and I was like, are you kidding me right now? I'm like, oh my god. I said, and I was like, well, because TikTok is for woke people who are following the narratives. Like, come on, man, people. Like, let's get over this. Like, it's so like, anyways. And also, it's like, I told her, I was like, I'm if you're saying you're racist, like, we're all racist. We're all like, don't pretend to be not. We are all it. We're all everything. And we all nothing, right? We've all experienced some form of bigotry, racism, of hate, anger, sad, like all of this. We've all experienced that in our lives because we're human. And we were trying to figure ourselves out through this human experience. We had no idea. And we were following things, following the media, following all this. And it's like owning up to it instead of freaking lying about it all the time. No, I am not like that. Okay, so maybe you were never like that. Then that means that you were God, right? And that you've been God this whole time. And you've been hiding behind our noses. Good for you. But like, we all had to be bad, right? The polarities, we all had to have a bad thought or evil, like an action. We all were wrong. And that's okay, and it's okay, and that's what I'm trying to express here, is that that's the human experience. We came down not to be good only, because we are good. We are pure light beings. We are only good. We are only love. We are only compassionate. We came on this earth to experience this polarities of darkness and shadow and evil. And it's very challenging for someone to hear this, and I'm tired of like hiding and not saying these things. I mean, I'm saying it anyway. You know I'm saying it. I just feel like it's very like inauthentic for us to think that we, like, none of us have ever said a bad thing ever, or none of us have ever judged someone, or none of us have ever bullied someone, or none of us have ever betrayed someone or lied to someone. Like, come on, man, are you for real? This whole society is based on that. So, like, even someone's cheating on your taxes, or like taking like 25 cents, that's like lying, cheating, deceitful. That is that, if you really want to look at things. So it's like, I'm not like condoning it and saying, yeah, like, continue doing it. I'm just saying, like, let's be real, people. I think that's gonna, that reality check kind of thing is it dissolves the layers that we are carrying. I'm not telling, I'm not like, this is me too, but this is like something I'm learning along with you, and I'm like, okay, yeah, wow. It's just being completely transparent with yourself. And it's not about being with others, and it's really like looking in and saying, okay, and saying yes. Like, you know, even now, like, someone tells me, I'm like, yes, tell me how I have treated you, and I will like take it into account, and I will apologize to you if it made you feel like bad, but also it will help me clear something within my vessel, because that's where I'm at. This is the tower moment that a lot of us are in right now, because it's us becoming super real with ourselves. Like, stop hiding. The facade world doesn't work anymore, right? This is a Leo season 2. It's like being like open. No more like hiding. And like, the last few things I want to say is that, like, I had like a client yesterday, and we were talking. Anyways, he triggered something inside me, and I was like, oh, you know what? Like, I really truly believe. That's why, like, sometimes I tell you, like, sometimes I'm gonna stop doing these videos, because I truly believe that I don't really need to be telling you anything anymore, right? And the only reason I'm here is because I want to enforce to you that you don't need me that much, and that you have the power within you to find the answers, right? And this is why we're like, we have to start trusting ourselves. But also, I got through that session, was that it's like, just me being here, I could just look at you right, for an hour, and I'm transmitting codes with you. Like, I'm activating you, and you're activating me. That's why I always tell people, I thank you, and I'm so grateful that you come to watch me, because even if I'm not there in real time with you, I do feel your energy, and I do feel that there's an activation happening at every single turn. So I'm grateful for you and thank you. And I also want to impart that we are working really hard on this earth grid, and I need you to know that. And I'm not apologize. I'm going to congratulate you at every single video from now on, because I don't even think you understand how much power you guys have by not saying, not doing, just being. So I wanted to share this with you because I found this very fascinating. Like, you know, a lot of you know I do automatic writing and I talk to my higher self, and this message was transmitted to me. There are many ascended masters around you. They are preparing us for the next levels, and okay, sorry, I was like, what? And please, it is not to be taken lightly. Moving through dimensions is not for the weak at heart. It is quite the task, one that thousands of you have taken upon yourself to move throughout at this moment in time. Do not disregard the happenings, your role on this planet. Push aside the doubts and fears. You all, my dears, are at the last stages, and you're feeling it in a very physical, emotional, and mental way. We love you, and it's like, and we love you so much. So I found that very, like, I feel like my higher self is or whoever is talking to me at that point, is really wanting to transmit that to the whole collective, which is you too. There is so much that we are doing, and we don't, we get lost in our lives, and we don't realize the capacity to which we are making a difference. And I want to thank all of you for that. So let me pick a free reading. I will get my phone because I forgot it for the billionth time. All right, I love you. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So here we go. A free reading I tapped Cynthia, but you got the free reading last week. So let's see someone else. And we got Sunny ZX9, ZX9, however you want to say it, ML. So you got a free reading. All you need to do is send me a question either here or on Instagram or Facebook. All right, my beautifuls, I hope they have a beautiful end of July, and I will see you in your readings. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. We got quieting the mind. It's 32-5. So 5 is a number of extremes, which is kind of interesting. So extremes is like, you know, hot and cold, but also like, oh, angry and happy, and like all these kinds of extremes going on in your life. And the quieting the mind is like, Aries, stop thinking so much. Stop analyzing your life and your relationships and why and when and all of it. You know, that's like the trap the human gets involved in. It's like, oh my God, I have to do everything all at once. And it's like an all or nothing. And Aries is really good at that, the all or nothing. And it's like, let's take a moment, Aries, this week, take a step back, take a chill pill. I kind of like this energy for you, by the way. So let's see what's going on here. We have the Ace of Coins, which is beautiful. This is like a new opportunity when it comes to finances, a new job. It's like financial security. It's this feeling of being comfortable with your finances, like finally like breathing a little bit. But it really feels like there could be a new opportunity coming in. Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of interesting. So that's the same kind of feeling, but the money's coming in slowly. Like it's like time to organize your money. It's time to either invest it somewhere, or don't be so harried about the money so much. Like be calm, cool, and collected. This is very energy here happening for you. The 10 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This is a Virgo. Let's just pull out the cards. The 4 of Pentacles, again the money. This Capricorn energy. The 4 of Swords, makes sense. Quiet time. And the Sun card. So everything looks amazing for you, but there is this feeling here, like a 10 of Wands showing up, surrounded by money, speaks like you're worrying too much. You're worrying about your future, you're worrying about the now, you're worrying about if you have enough money to do this business, to sell this house, to buy this house, to continue in this relationship, to do whatever it is that you're doing. Like it's like you're stressing about to have enough money to like go traveling all the time, to have and it's like, yeah, you have the money. Like stop, like the idea here is to stop putting so much focus on the lack, instead of just like, okay, whatever the money I have right now is the money I need right now. This is what the divine God, the creator source, is handing over to me right now. It could be 1,000, it could be 10,000, it could be 100,000. Doesn't matter. It's where you need to be right now. If you need to be not in scarcity, but in just like in simplicity, then that's what it is. And trust that in like when the 10,000, 100,000, the $1 million comes to you is the time. And that's this like whole energy here, because it's like the 4 of Pentacles. See, he's holding on to his money, and it's like your money will start to build. But also I'm getting a feeling is like, if some of you are overspenders or shoppers, like hold on a little bit. It's not the time. I feel like the money is growing at this moment in time, and that's why it's just like let go of all fears that you might have around that. And I feel like maybe some of you were have nest eggs or retirement funds or investment funds, whatever it is. It's just like let it sit. Don't be tapping into things, dabbling into. Don't be like trying to figure out a financial plan at this moment in time. It's not necessary. It's like take the time to relax, take the time off. If you have 100,000 and you can go to a spa, then go for it. If you have 1,000 right now, then don't go to the spa, but go outside and dip your feet in the water, in a lake, and like go sit on the grass. You know, like there's so many ways to enjoy life. Like you don't need money all the time. And there's just a feeling of here, like you're reaping your reward of trusting in the divine and trusting in the plan and taking this time off. Truly feel like this week is a time for you to take off with your mind. Like stop thinking, stop worrying, stop, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And just allow the abundance to flow in. There's like some of you who, it could be like you're working on a project right now, but some of you could also be like an investment that is like rising. Whatever it is. It's like, I don't feel like you need to be worrying about the money right now. The financial security is here, whether it's apparent or not in your life, is what I'm trying to say. Because the sun shows like something coming towards you that is fruitful and abundant. And you're like, the 10 of Wands feels to me like you're worrying too much. You're carrying too much burden. Your worry is causing another path to open up, instead of just surrendering to whatever it is. Like it could be that you're working really hard in your job, or you're working really hard in something, and it's not bearing fruit at the moment. But trust that it will. I know it's a challenge for the human to really trust that, but it's like trust that it will. But if like you have a if you're in a situation where there's like you're working on a project or you're in a relationship, whatever, and you're constantly being like shut down, or there's like detours left, right, and center, and that's something to pay attention to, because the universe might be like gearing you somewhere else, like, you know, directing you somewhere else, and we don't pay attention to that. We're just like, oh no, I'm going to supersede this, and I'm gonna make something. You know what I'm saying? Like stop. That's ego. It's just surrender and allow things to happen. Your advice is just trust, which is freaking awesome, man. Just trust, like this little groundhog trust. You know, like, it's literally this. Wow, man. Birthing a new age, birthing new creation, dreaming a new world into being. I mean, this is so right now what's happening to me, I feel, and we're holding on to something that was. We're holding on to a life that we once had, that we were happy then, and we want to recreate it now. A lot of people are trying to recreate something that was in the past, but it's done. Like right now we're moving into something completely new. Why do we need to hold on to how we were before, what we looked like before, what the relationship was before? Like, let's do the now. And that's why a lot of you, I feel like you're needing to just release yourself from that hold. Release yourself from that vision. It's done. Finished. Let's move forward into a new age. And to truly trust where you are. And I know that it's very challenging for people to like trust that they're in a really good place right now, even though like around them everybody is like buying a yacht and buying a home and buying this and that, and you're like, I'm still stuck in my apartment, or I'm still stuck in, like, you know, kind of thing. And by you saying, well, I'm still stuck here and I'm still doing this, it's because you're not trusting. Instead of like switching, like shifting that mindset and saying, well, this is where I'm supposed to be right now. Point blank. Everybody else can go travel to Sicily and Italy and Greece and France and wherever the hell they're traveling to, and I'm supposed to I'm supposed to travel right here within my city. So be it. You know, like, it's just like accepting it and appreciating it for what it is. Like, unfortunately, social media makes you live in a wanting world. I want to go, I want to. And it's like our job is to truly surrender and truly trust the plan. And that's what it is. I feel like I want to give you another card, so I'm trying to think of what other card I can give you. I know you guys like to answer, do the yes and no's. Let's do the yes and no's. Okay. There's certain cards that like don't resonate with me. So here we go. So ask a question, my beautiful Aries. Let's get the answer. Oh, right there. Be assertive. So whatever it is we're asking, it's time to step up, communicate clearly, ask for money, ask for help, ask for love. Go get it. Whatever this is. All right. Another one. Ask a question. Okay. Second answer is yes. So two beautiful answers for you. Be assertive, say yes, trust the plan, trust that things are going to start working out for you. But the only reason that they will work out for you is because you are releasing yourself from this need to control the situation. This is your message of the week, my beautiful Aries. I hope this message finds you well. Please, please, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Like, comments are really good. It really helps with my algorithm, or likes or whatever. And if you comment, then I will choose you for a free reading as well. So check your rising and your moon for other messages if this didn't resonate, and I will see you next week. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. We got willing release. So this is an interesting card because this is we've been getting like amazing cards in the past month about love and abundance and getting to this place of knowing, getting to this place of surrendering. And this is the surrender card. It's like allowing things to happen when they're supposed to happen, and releasing the control of how and when and where and with whom things should happen. It's like this willing release of control. That's what it is, really. It's just allowing things to stop being so impatient, like stop being so putting schedules on your life, creating schedules, creating these plans, creating these dates that something should happen, and just allowing things to just flow. So it's really challenging for earth signs to do this, but this is more and more as we move into these this newer energy, we're realizing that we need to surrender. So let's just see. The Fool card starts this reading. And the Fool is where we're all being directed towards. The Fool energy, which is neutrality. Just starting a new journey without any baggage, right? With just you, yourself, and you kind of thing. This kind of thing, or some of you are being asked to move into there's a new relationship that's starting here, or like jumping into taking a risk. Let's see with what? With the Seven of Pentacles, which is Taurus energy. And the Seven of Pentacles, as you can see, he's like has planted some money. It's growing, but it's patience. So let's see. The Eight of Swords. It's like this energy of doubt and fear. And the Ten of Wands, carrying burdens on you. The Six of Wands is victory and success. And the Fool. Love it. I love it. I love it. That's why I asked you to come here. Okay. So we start the reading with the Fool, which is this innocence, which is naivety, which is this letting go of control and letting go of the structures, the limited beliefs, the shoulds, the obligations, the way you see things in your life, the way the Matrix, the movie, has set ourselves up, right? The Fool is completely naive, pure, innocent, and knowing that you're being taken care of financially. And like I said to Aries, there's this part of us that has created these ideals about where we should be at this moment in time. And those ideals create the panic and the feelings of lack in our life. I look around me and people at my age are already doing this and that, and they have this and that, and they have their whole life set up for them. And the universe is like, we don't want you there, Taurus. You don't need to be worrying about money right now. You need to just get back into that mindset of that childlike mindset again, which is pure blank slate again. Because things are starting to move for you. Anyway, this could also be in a very literal meaning, could also be that there's you investing in something. There's something that you want to build and grow. Could be a home, could be a project, could be a business. And it's go for it. Why are you holding back? Just release yourself from this these limited belief systems that you cannot make more than what you have, because like you've already set yourself up for until you're 65. Like, you know, like it's all that like fear-based thinking of how we're gonna make money, how we're gonna, and that keeps us living in the illusion instead of just releasing it, willingly releasing it. And it's funny because it's like a lot of you are stuck with these two cards. Look, the Eight of Swords. She's looking in the mirror and she's blindfolded and she doesn't want to see. She knows in her heart that she's fully abundant. She knows in her heart that she's fully capable of anything, that she has potential to do anything she wants in her life or his life or whoever's watching. But yeah, you're choosing to fight it. You're choosing to to bring on everybody else's crap on you. Your husband, your wife, your kids, everybody, your family, your friends, your colleagues, the boss, everybody. And it's this thing that Taurus does. They bring on everybody, and then they lose their footing. Because then they're like, okay, I've just spread myself with every single person in my life, and where am I? I'm hiding in this mirror because I don't want to deal. I don't know where to like... I just feel like I'm feeling it strongly too here, because it's just fear. So much fear here. You're afraid. You're afraid to release the control. And it's time, Taurus. It's time to allow your plan to take its course. And like I don't know if you listen to the intro or you've listened to my intros at all. It's like we're always moving into an unknown anyways. So why are we trying to manipulate or control anything? Because we can't, because we don't even know what we're going towards, right? And, well, I have a plan. Well, your plan is, well, I mean, could work in the box world, but we're not moving in a box world. Everything is collapsing. So for me, there's this part of you that knows that you have to release yourself. I just feel like you're carrying on a lot of weight from others as well. You're like maybe someone in your life, your partner or your whatever, is like worried about money all the time. So then you just bring it on into your energy, into your field. So and then you're like, okay, we're going to figure this out, and you come up with plans, and instead of just like allowing it, like if he or she wants to carry this on, let them carry it. It's not your responsibility to carry it. It's your responsibility to trust. And also I see the Seven of Pentacles, like there's like something that you've maybe you put money in like a few years ago or whenever, and it's like growing. So like I feel like whether it's something you invested in, whether it's not, whether you don't remember, whatever it is, like money is here growing around you. I need you to know that. And I feel like it's like the universe is just like, I need you to like take a few steps back and release all yourself from this worry. There's a lot of worry here that you're not in the right place, you're not where you planned yourself to be, kind of thing. And it's just let it go, Taurus. Let it go. Because to me, the Six of Wands is victory, success. Things are going to start to, once you change that mindset, once you release it, things will start to move in for you. Maybe you'll get that job. Maybe you'll find that relationship. Maybe you'll do whatever that is. Whatever it is, it's just like it's you who's stopping yourself. Because and also because you're bringing on other people's crap, right, onto you. And you're doing it with a loving heart, but it's time to stop. Because you cannot do that, especially if you haven't figured out your own. Because the thing is, what we don't realize is that when we bring on other people's issues and problems and whatever, we're not really teaching them anything. We're not really imparting any lessons to them, right? Because they're just going to rely on the Taurus, and the Taurus loves to be relied upon, but at like a certain point, it's time for release. And the Foolish card showing up at the future is like exactly that. You need to like, it's like this whole 360 that's going to happen here. It's time to return back to your light, return back to your purity of heart, return back to your lightness, right? Where you didn't have all these problems, you didn't have all these barriers, you didn't have all these obstacles that you willingly took on. And now it's time to willingly release them. They're not yours to carry. Enough. You have enough to carry on your own. It's time to like live life again. Like in the now. I just feel like there's greatness all around you. Like there's something like working in your favor, and the only reason you're not seeing it is because you're hiding under everyone else's problems. You're taking everyone else's. You're trying to be the savior and the hero for everybody else, but it's no. It's time. Release. Master Manifester. It's beautiful energy. It's exactly that. Like the Fool is the Master Manifester to me, right? The Fool he comes in as innocent, and when you are light and you're free of all burden, of all responsibility, of all of it, then you manifest easy, right? that happens, right? When you're in that good place of yours, things start to flow in. Why is that? It's because you're not bogged down by others or yourself or your like worries or your angers, your fears, your doubts. You're free. So it's time for manifestation mode. And this week, at the end of the week, we open up the Lionsgate portal until 8/8. And that's like a huge time for manifestation. So work with these energies, my beautiful Taurus. I don't believe, I now just said it, and I'm like, any day is a good day for manifestation. It's not because of a portal or whatever. Manifestation comes, I'm even gonna question the manifestation, because for me, things are just gonna happen regardless. It's like just let it go and trust. Oh my God, you guys are so good. Trust your path. Oh my God, I love it. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Like, this is something, if you knew you would be supported, you're supported. I hope you know that. I hope you know that God, divine source creator, is you. So we came into this lifetime with a human experience that brought us into all these lessons and tragedies and trauma, but we know that they were just an experience to get us to this place. And we know that we are moving towards the 0 point, which is the Fool card, to get back to forgiving ourselves and releasing everything. Forgiving the past, releasing the past, letting go of attachment, letting go of all of this fear, anxieties that keep showing up from yourself or from other people. It's time. It's time to be that victorious self of yours. For me, there's like achievement, there's like greatness coming your way, Taurus, and it's up to you to willingly release yourself from all of this. It really is you. If you choose to play the victim, you will be the victim. If you choose to be the sad, be the this, I can't do anything, be that, then that's your choice. That's what I keep saying. Like everybody, like I had a discussion with someone who was like, oh, I feel really bad for her because, you know, her partner is so mean to her. But at the end of the day, she chooses to remain there. So it's free will, people. We are choosing to remain in our situations. There's no victim here. This is, to me, is like you have a choice here, Taurus. It's time. Do you want to be the master manifester? Do you want to choose the road of love and compassion? Or do you want to choose the road of hard work, heavy responsibility, heavy all of this, so that you can prove yourself to people or yourself to others or whatever the hell we do in this matrix world? And it's like, no, man, it's time. It's time to go back to Fool card. I really like this, actually. So I'm giving you the angel answer cards this week again. I felt compelled to do it. Think of a question. And I got an answer right away. And I'm only getting one answer for you. So this is your answer. It's a no. So no could be a good thing. No to whatever it is. Maybe it's, I don't know what no is. No could be a really good thing, you know? So trust your path. Surrender. And release yourself from it all. Like, surrender to the divine, people. That's all there is. All right. I love you, and I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. And also like, share, comment, subscribe. If you leave a comment this week, I'm going to give you a free reading next week. A possibility. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got a tall tale. So I find this very curious, this card, to me. A tall tale is like Pinocchio, right? Sitting on a big hat. Pinocchio is our little creepy boy with when he lies, his nose grows, right? And here the tall tale is that. It's like you're telling a tall tale, you're like expanding the truth, right? You're what is that word I'm looking for? You're glorifying the truth. To me, it feels like there's some of you hiding, like afraid to speak your truth. And when I talk truth, I'm not talking like I'm standing my truth bullshit. I'm saying like really like to reveal yourself to others, like your true essence of self. As like weird as it is, or as heavy as it is, or what, like how many of us like hide? Like we don't say things because it's disrespectful to the other person for me to say this, or I can't say this to them because what are they going to think of me, or if I say this then it's going to make them uncomfortable, or you know, like where are we, man? What are we doing? This is like enough with these tall tales, right? Enough lying to yourself, enough lying to other people, enough at all. Enough being lied to. Like even could be some of you in your life where there's people lying to you and you know it and you're still allowing it to happen. So there's like this is a huge card to me because I feel like this is humanity. Like, oh, it's just a little white lie, just a little white lie. Whatever little white lie is always a dishonor to your soul, right? It's always like we're always we're being ourselves. So what are you hiding from, Gemini? Why do you feel like you need to please everyone around you? Why do you feel like you need to hide who you are? Let's see. We have a 7 of coins. This is money. The 7 of Pentacles is money, growing money, like being patient with finances, which is interesting because the 5 of Pentacles is here, which is lack mentality. But in reverse, the Sun card Beautiful. Leo energy. This is like Taurus energy right here. This is Leo. This is the Death card, which is Scorpio. The King of Cups, Scorpio energy as well. And the Ten of Swords. So, what is going on here? What are we lying to ourselves about? Who is lying to us, kind of thing, right? The 7, I just right away, this is money. Finances, your financial status, whatever this is. This is you worried about money, pretending you have more money than you have, pretending that you know, like pretending you don't have, like it's like this feeling of like financial security, like rejection of it, this like fear of not having enough, fear of not trusting that the divine is taking care of you when it comes to finances. A lot of this is, there's a lot of fear here with the money. Maybe you're pretending, you're facading about it, like, and you're buying a whole bunch of stuff and you're pretending that you are like some, I don't know, not everybody is like this. There's some, like the tall tales tells me that you're lying about money or someone's lying to you about money within your relationship, within your job, with whatever. There's someone's hiding money from you. You're hiding money from somebody. You know, there's all this that's coming up. You're afraid. You're fearing. You're fearing money. Like you're not trusting in the divine, that the divine will provide. I just feel like a lot of you lying to yourself in a way, like it's not in a like some of you could be lying to yourself, but you're hiding your fear of money. If you understand what I'm saying, I feel like a lot of you have anxiety when it comes to your security, and you're not showing it to people. You're like, no, everything's fine, you know, everything's fine. How you feel about that, right? So everything's fine, and yet it's not, and it's okay. Like that's the thing. It's like it's not okay. It's not going fine. So okay, but that's the sun. The sun is like exposing and revealing everything. Okay, look. Right now, I don't have to pretend to everybody that we are making a lot of money. I don't have to pretend to people that my life is great. I don't have to pretend. Why are we? That's the tall tale. Is like we're pretending to live this life of luxury, or we're pretending to live this life of happiness. But I feel like some of you are hiding. Like some of you are traveling, you're doing all the things. There's like, I don't know what's going on here. This is so interesting to me. It's like a really like, you know, like, because the King of Cups, there's someone in your life that maybe you're married or your partner with, could be woman, man, or there's like, and it's really heavy for you. It's like it's burdensome, actually. It's a lot of, it's very weighty for you to be in this relationship. This could be like a partner. This could be also a parent. You know, someone older than you that you're like with, and it's like, this is a really, this reading is actually opening up a lot to me, because it's helping you, Gemini, to step outside of your circumstances right now and really look and observe at everything in your life, and stop lying to yourself about how your life is. Like, stop living in a facade life and really go deep, really deep, and say, okay, these are the changes I need to make in my life to be 100% me. No matter what another person thinks of me, I don't care. Like, it's like the sun is revealing yourself. The death card is saying goodbye to that old version of you, but the old version wants to stay alive, really alive for you, is holding on to you. It's like, stay with this King of Cups, Queen of Cups, whatever it is. Stay with this person, allow them to, like, the King of Cups is really a beautiful energy. It's like a loving, romantic energy, but because I see all these cards and then I see the Ten of Swords underneath, it feels like it's just not working for you. You know, like your family, it's just, we're not aligned with them. Your partner, you're just not aligned with them. These people in your life, it's just not working, and you're just remaining there because it seemingly is, and everybody else thinks, oh, they love you so much, or oh, they like treat you so well, and you're like dying inside. Like, now I like look at these cards and I almost feel it's like you're also maybe hanging on to these people because they're financially secure for you. You feel like it could be like you're all hanging on to a job because like you're afraid to make a move on your own, and you keep writing these tall tales in your mind and saying, oh, it's okay, this is the way it's supposed to be, this is how it should be. Why is it that I really feel like a heavy headache right now? I feel like it's so many of you want to, like, you see the sun is here too on the other side. The sun is here too. So many of you are wanting to expose yourself, you know, like wanting to be completely free of I want to be me kind of thing, and yet you're struggling. The Ten of Swords, by the way, is a Gemini energy, right? You're like, not all of you, but some of you are struggling with your 3D, 4D world kind of thing. You're struggling with living in this superficiality of life and this materialistic life, and living in the and you know, having that relationship and having that perfect family and having that perfect job and having that money and having like that, you know, Louis Vuitton purse and having all of that and having it all, when really your true self is like dying. Death card. It's like it's time to be reborn again. We can't live this life, especially if you're drowning in it. Like, I mean, the Ten of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, you're lying to yourself about it. It's really heavy. And the lies, there's so much like flowering up you can do in your life. There's so much like patching up, you know, there's so much pretending that one can do about everything, though, right? Like, we really have to be real about these things. But how we feel about our son, daughter, brother, sister, mother, father, partner, friend, like everyone. And like truly being you is being completely transparent, which will make and trigger and make everyone uncomfortable. But it's like, I feel like you're at this place in your life, Gemini, where it's time. Like the tall tales are catching up with you. And it's time to be you. It's time to shine. Massive change is coming for you. Massive change. Some of you might be meeting a new relationship, getting into a new relationship, but at the same time, with the Ten of Swords underneath it, it's like a warning sign kind of thing. Like, be careful, because you're needing to release yourself from this before you even enter this. And maybe this person is actually bringing this up in you. Pay attention. I feel like there is some massive stirring happening within you, Gemini, which is freaking awesome. I know you don't think it's awesome, but I think it's awesome. Because it's time that we face ourselves. Stop worrying about the money. Stop worrying about things. Like I feel like you really need to be releasing yourself from some relationships that have been burdensome, have been really weighty, like causing you a lot of anxiety, keeping you down, keeping you from exposing yourself, keeping you from being this sunshine, which the sunshine could be very hot for others, right? It could be very like, but that's you being you. That's you being unapologetically you. So your advice is to, wow, break through. I mean, that's this. It's like you have to break through this facade. I mean, it's not only you, Gemini, because it's like everybody. Everybody is living this little lie of a life. Like this pretend life. Like if we were truly and honestly ourselves, like we were truly honestly, all of us, it would be a different world out there. Things would be out in the open, right? It would be a breakthrough, and it would be a breakthrough in the third eye as well. It would be a breakthrough in every perceptions, because people would just be like there, and that's where we're heading to this everything, right? Because eventually, when telepathy becomes the norm, I'm gonna hear everything you're saying, anyways, right? So I already started. So, like, it's like enough living in the coffin. We can't live like this anymore. Prayer answered, which is beautiful. Like things will start to come into fruition for you, Gemini, as soon as you come to terms with this. And like stop being Pinocchio, or catch Pinocchio in your life. Like catch the Pinocchios in your life and walk away from them. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So, I mean, the overthinking is a freaking Gemini thing, right? So, like, start trusting. There is a lot of pain here. There's a lot of like old pain, old ways of doing and being here that you are holding on to because it's easier. But the Sun and the Death card is like, nope. No, we're going to expose it all now, because we can no longer be this anymore. We can no longer be this anymore. Just this pretend world. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And you know, Gemini, like you're always you're an air sign, and you're very, very deep to me. Every Gemini I know is very complex as human. So you have a lot of layers to move through, and you just need to start with the first one. Like, don't put, I need to go through all my layers right now. I got to, just take the time to move through these layers one by one. But see the things in your life that is just not who you really are, and move through that. So, I know this is a deep one. So, I brought out the angel answers as well, again this week. yes and no's, or, you know, just advice cards. So just ask a question. Be open-ended about it. Gemini, please. Wow, what an interesting card. So the first one is the advice card. You're ready. So you're ready to do whatever it is, whatever the next step is in your life to make these changes. You're ready to do it. The second question is the situation will improve. So these are your answers. This week is a little bit heavy for you. Some signs are like to take a rest. Yours is not. Yours is actual work, and welcome to the Tower moment, because there is some massive confrontation. There's a massive like looking in the mirror this week, and not like, I hate to say the word again, but like really exposing your true self, your true north. It's time. This is your message. And if this didn't resonate, check your rising and your moon. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. I love you so much. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. We got beautiful uncaging. So this card is gorgeous. It's like a heart with a key in it and this cage around it. So the uncaging to me feels like the heart is broken. The heart is filled with guilt. The heart is filled with shame, with blame. You know, like there's all this, what is your heart, like this broken heart, which is not broken, right? Here. But this, what are we needing to uncage? What is it that you're hiding? Why are you imprisoned in your heart? Have you, like there's just this feeling to me of you holding on to something that's keeping you feeling heartbroken. You're holding on, like you're not able to move forward right now because you're playing a little bit in the victim mode, right? I know the victim is just like a trigger for everybody, but let's just be real. We're all like playing a little bit of victim, all of us, right? So like this moment here to me feels like there's this reveal, like this like release that needs to happen at this moment in time. You're holding on to something. You're attaching to something that is not serving you. And it's time to open this cage, this prison. And you're like, there's just a lot of past energy here, like of hurt, that you're choosing to feel sorry for yourself and keeping yourself instead of just releasing it and opening yourself and like letting go. I don't know. Oh my God, these readings this week is something else. So yeah, like you see the Five of Coins is here, the Five of Pentacles, this lack mentality, but it's also depression, this victim mentality, this like, I don't want to move forward. I don't deserve to move forward. I feel unworthy. I feel poor. I feel like I'm living in the lack mentality. I have to watch out with my money. I have to be careful with this. I got to be careful with that. It's not only money here, because five could be money, but it's also just this limitation here. You're limiting yourself because you're living in this lack world. Wow, and the Wheel of Fortune is underneath, and this is where you're supposed to be. So that's very interesting. The Ace of Cups is new love coming in. New opportunities. The King of Wands, new love with a Leo, perhaps. The Nine of Pentacles, which is interesting. Financial independence. And the Ten of Cups. So Cancer, it's like very beautiful, but at the beginning it's very dire. It's like, to me, I look at all these cards and everything is like wow, wow, and wow, but you're holding, you're all these opportunities are presenting themselves to you, and you're like, no, because you're afraid that it, like you're walking on eggshells in your life. You're holding on to your failures or your mishandlings or the losses that you've had in the past. You're holding on to. That's why your heart is caged, because you're like, no, I'm afraid to make the next move because this is what happened before. I can't spend my money because I was like, I can't do this, I can't do that. You're like freaking limiting yourself here, Cancer. It's really kind of disheartening to me, because the Wheel of Fortune speaks of karma and destiny. And it feels like you're supposed to be here, in a sense, like you're supposed to be in this victim mentality at this moment in time, for you to see clearly, for you to see, okay, I am not a freaking victim. I am not who I was yesterday, and I'm definitely not who I was last week or last year or 2 years ago or 5 years ago. I'm not going to hold on to these people that have left in my life, who have broken my heart, who have, what am I holding on to? And like, those people are moving on with their lives, and even if they're not here on earth, they are living their life in the afterlife, right? So why am I feeling sad about this? Like, why do I feel like I need to hold on to this? Why am I attaching to a what was when I could be attaching to a what is? And I feel like when you release yourself, like if you're single, there's definitely a man coming into your life. If you are not single, there could be an establishment of a bond. This is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is like just you moving into a leadership role, creating your own project, becoming a badass, like salesperson, manager, supervisor, like someone, a CEO of a company, I don't know, like just moving into something very prominent. Ace of Cups is love, right? Usually a new baby, or like starting a new family together. Like there's just a lot. Like this is financial independence, not being worried, like living the luxurious life that you've always wanted. This is a 10 of Cups. It's living a beautiful family life, having a happy home, buying a villa, like living life at its best. All these cards are freaking amazing. Having someone help you, maybe a mentor is going to come in, it's going to help you through this. Maybe there's someone that's going to like change your whole life when it comes to relationship, love, money, abundance, whatever. But you're here. You're choosing to guard your heart from that, choosing you to fear the next step, because you want to live in this caged world. You want to live in that hurt. You want to live in that betrayal. You want to live in that mode of like lack of I don't have enough money. You want to live in that, but it's here, and now it's like for you to say, okay, I've experienced it. Thank you so much, and now I'm moving on. Like I do not live in lack. I am fully abundant. I am taken care of by God, creator, source, energy. I'm taken care of. And at this moment in time, like I said to an Aries reading, I feel in this moment in time, if I'm supposed to be living on $10, then that's so be it. And I trust that the $1,000 is coming up for me, or the $10,000, or the $1 million, or the $10 million. It doesn't matter. We are given what we are what's in our contract, and we have to trust it. It's time to stop attaching yourself to an energy that was not like it. I just see something really beautiful coming your way, Cancer, and it's not coming your way because you're pushing it back. You're like holding it back from happening. You're like, no, of course I'm not. I want everything to happen. No, because you don't trust yourself. And you're choosing like to live in that, well, blame. You know, my life is like this because of her. My life is like this because of him. This is like, I'm sad. I just can't get over it. I just can't. And you're like, why are you living there? Let's move. Let's move forward. In the now. The now is asking you to like open yourself up, because the now is fully abundant. It's the new job, a new like home, a new family, a new friends, and new everything is here. It's all here. But you're holding on to an old, and it's just not working. Claim your power is the advice. I love it because it really is. It's like you have no power if you hold on to the past. And the poor me doesn't work, and like, oh, and I just no. It's just let it all go and surrender and allow your heart to claim its independence again. Because right now the ego is holding it and keeping you safe and secure when it's really not. It's keeping you like protected from nothing, really, right? Because you have nothing to be protected from, because you are the power. Align your life. It's really beautiful. What is not aligned or needs to change. I mean, to me, it's this that's not aligned in your life right now. You are living in a poverty mindset. You are living in like lack mode. You're afraid. You're living in fear. False evidence appearing real, right? You're like, it's enough. It's not you. It's time to break free. It's time to open your heart again. And let love in. Because love is waiting at the door for you. And you're not letting it in. Just such like amazing like abundance, and like just this feeling of freedom here and happiness. So much of it too. It's very interesting, these like readings this week. Okay, I'm gonna give you answers. So ask a question, and here's your answer. Ask for help from others. Humans, it's really hard to ask for help from others because they feel like they're weak, or that they, it's like so bullshit. Like it makes you strong to ask help from others. We're not here to do things alone. We're not here to like push through things alone. We need other people around us. All right, this is your message of the week. I will see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. If this didn't resonate, also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. Happy, happy birthday to you. We got endless possibilities, which is beautiful energy showing up for you. 3811 energy. This to me is things are opening up for you. Finally, post the storm for you. Things are like starting to free themselves. Maybe you're going to have more opportunities show up, whether it's financial, romantic, or just paths opening up right before you. But this also comes to me when I see this endless possibilities. I feel like her head is down and she's not looking at the stars around her, at these choices, these paths opening up. And it almost feels like a little like you're afraid, Leo. Afraid, like things have been going like a little bit weird for you lately, and now you're afraid to look up to see this like amazing new journey opening up in front of you. You're just like, no, it's been so bad, it's been so bad. So, like, you know, there's that, this feels like that. So Leo, let's change things up here. So let's see what's going on with you. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is a Leo energy, by the way, but 5 of Wands, as you can see, it's like a bit of a personal struggle, like you're struggling with other people in your life. There's competition, perhaps, but there's just like this, or it's like a struggle within yourself, too, to be with others. You're not aligning your ideas, your thoughts, your, you know, like your belief systems. Everything just feels a little bit whack here. There could be some competition at work. There could be some, I don't know, it's just this feeling like we're all having kind of thing. It's like we're not really aligning with others and they're all ganging up on you. That kind of feeling. The 8 of Wands, which is quick communication. Maybe there's communication coming in. Maybe there's something quick coming in. Let's just see. The 4 of Wands, which is marriage, celebration, ceremonies, but success. And the 5 of Swords in reverse, another 5. 5 of Swords is like this feeling of having won something but still not, you know, like this feeling of revenge, this feeling of not being secure, even though it feels good, but there's something like someone being malicious around you. 5 of Cups, people. 5 again. 5, 5, 5. 3 5s makes a 15, which is the Devil card. Right? So, interesting. The 5 of Cups is this feeling of not having enough again. Depressed, sad, seeing the cup half empty. And the Ace of Wands. So, we have like a little bit of, like, it's so funny because the 8 of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the 4 of Wands. So it's all Wands energy. Fire, 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 air, water. There's like a feeling of accomplishment, achievement, success. It's all around you. Like happiness. Things are like moving in your favor. But you are, like, it's exactly the overall energy. You're not seeing it. You're afraid. You're doubting yourself. You're worried. You're anxious. You don't trust. You don't trust maybe the people around you. They're like, it feels to you that there's it's so interesting because like there's so much going around. There's so much being given to you by the divine, by source, by energy, whatever it is you want to see. Like everything's opening up for you, Leo, and yet you're afraid. And there could be people around you jealous of you. It's very clear here in the cards. There could be people around you that are not willing to support and encourage your next moves, not aligning with you. Willingly staying in the matrix, willingly choosing to align themselves with this world, and you're trying to escape that kind of thing. You're trying to see the bigger picture, and yet they're holding you back. And you're like ready to make a move, and quickly, like you're ready to like make big changes in your life, but then you get held back all the time. But what I'm telling you right now is that the changes need to be made quickly for you. You need to like just step on it. If you feel like you need to make a change in your job, do it. What are you waiting for? If in a relationship, in a partnership, in a friendship, in a project, or what are you doing? Like, what are you holding on to? Why are you holding on? Like, if someone it could be a travel. If someone is saying like, let's go travel, then go for it. Like, what's holding you back? You know, because like the Four of Wands is like, this is it, Leo. You're bound for happiness. It's your time. We're gonna come in, like, once you make these moves, we're coming in with a new opportunity for you. We're coming in with a new job, a new business idea, a new project, a new relationship, a new. This new, like, the divine is bringing in abundance towards you, is bringing in happiness. It's like we're bringing this all in. Whatever the obstacles are around you, let them come in. Doesn't matter. Don't let them affect you. Don't let them shame you into staying where you are. Don't let them. It's like you. Don't allow it. Like, the endless possibilities are here. You holding on to this and you allowing others to make decisions for you, you allowing others to make you feel bad, is you. So you make these changes. Get out of your head. Get out of your worry. Stop being so anxious. Like, it's a feeling of, it's like, I feel like here, these two over here make me feel like the people around you have a lot of opinions or holding you back, but really no one's holding you back. You are holding yourself back, because no one can do that. I just feel there's something great coming your way, and some of you might not see it because you're so caught up in this game that they're playing out here. You're so caught up in like, well, they make me feel like this and I like that. It's like, that's them. That's their problem, not yours. Like, enough of everybody else around you. What is it you want, Leo? What do you want to do? Go for it. Eight of Wands. Just frickin' do it. And I feel like whatever this is for you, and when you do it, it's like a succession that happens. But until then, you're going to be wallowing in all of this. You're going to be like fighting against, you're unaligning with people, like worrying so much about what they say, what they think, what they do, and you're gonna lose. Your eyes are gonna be downset instead of like looking up at the stars and looking up the possibilities coming towards you. No expectations. Love it. Because that, we live on expectation. We have like these expectations of how we should be in our life, how we should live our life, what we should be doing next, how we should be living, why are we holding on to this, and who's telling you to do this, right? Like, are you following someone else's way of living? Someone else's, like, what are we doing? Like, these people here, it's really like, it's like these people, we're holding on to someone else's way of doing things. So this is how you have to do to make money. This is how you have to do. Who says that? Well, it's proven, Sabrina. It's a proven record. It's on paper. It's on this for them, but not for you. Leo, I'm feeling like it's time to break yourself free. You are being given something grand here, like a big gesture that's coming your way, that's going to open up a whole new path. Let go of the expectation of what you expected in your life for other people or whatever. Like, enough, finished, over. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Like, to me, when I see this, is how can you stop mothering everybody else around you? Start mothering yourself. Start nurturing yourself. Start taking care of yourself. Start like, it's even bigger than the mothering. For me, it's like, stop engaging and stop playing with these people. I just feel like there's people around you that a little bit of naysayers around you that are holding you back. They're not holding you back, by the way. You're holding yourself back. That you are falling for. You're falling for the game. It's not theirs to play. It's yours to play. You have endless possibilities coming your way. It's time to lift your head up and look at them. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop feeling down. Stop feeling like you can't do this. You can't. This is the 5 of Cups. It's like, I can't do it. I've tried. I can't, like, you know, the poor me syndrome. It's not. It's finished. You're a freaking Leo. You're a lion. It's enough. To me, it's like so clear in the cards that you are ready for the next step. To open that door, be the fierce feline here. Take that key and go. What do you want to do, Leo? Go for it. No more this. Now it's time to shine, right? It's nice. It's time to take, like, stand and like do. And there's going to be opposition. There is obstacles around you. I see it. It's very clear that there is. But it's like the girl here, the 4 of Wands, her back is to us. She's going right to the castle. She's not caring about what's behind her. She's going right forward. And she's going right to this beautiful phallic symbol. Right? So, like, her eye is on the prize. It's time to move. 8 of Wands. It's now. It's now. It's not now or never, but it's now. Wow. I brought the Angel Answers cards again, so think of a question. Leo, please. Oh, think of 3 questions, because it's your birthday. So I'm going to do 3 answers for Leo, please. So question number 1, 2, and 3. Question number 1, your answer is choose a new direction. So whatever that is for you, whether you were thinking of applying for a job or you're thinking of buying a new home or whatever, rethink it. Answer number 2 is be assertive. Ask her out, ask him out, go ask for that loan, go ask for help, go and communicate, go and do. Stop holding it back. Be a Leo. And this is a divine timing question, so your answer number 3 is in the near future. Leo, Leo, Leo. You've been going through a lot, but going through a lot is huge. It's an important part of this journey, because we need to start showing up for Mother Earth, and also for yourself and for the others around you, but mostly for yourself. You're hiding. You're playing in the game too much. You're like you're almost like living in fear, and it's finished. It's like, lift your head up now. What is it that you want, and go for it. That's the message this week, Leo. I hope it's resonating. If not, check your rising and your moon for other messages, and also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks if you can. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got the Rose's Kiss, number 9. Endings and new beginnings. The Rose's Kiss is just a beautiful card. It has this pretty rose with this ladybug on it. It's just this like wonderful nature, like rose is all about love and romance, but it's mostly about you loving yourself as the beautiful rose that you are, as the nature that you are. Because when you look at nature, you are the mirror of nature. We are the mirror of everything. So you're just a reflection. And if you're looking at a tree, then you're like loving it, and you're just loving yourself. And it's like really enjoying the simple, like the way we enjoy the flower that we see, the leaf that is falling from the tree, the rain. It's just enjoying life in the most simplistic way possible. Virgo has a tendency to overanalyze and over-reflect and over. And this is like, just come back to your basic. Come back to the simplicity of life. Come back to your essence. And love every kiss that you receive, and love every touch, love every embrace, love every spoken word. Like, just to go back to the basics. That's what I see this card is for you. So let's just see what it is, really. The Queen of Swords, like bare truth. You see her, she's with all these dogs around her, faithful, loyal, all blue and glacier, but carrying that truth, and saying to herself, you know, I need to fully express who I am and not hide anymore. Love it. And the Eight of Swords is such an interesting card. It's underneath, almost afraid to express herself. It's almost like, wow, always worried, always like, you know, questioning yourself. Should I say the truth? Should I not? You know, a lot of Virgos I know don't have any problems telling you the truth, but at the same time, they hold back. So this is very true to the Virgo. The Seven of Wands, having faith in yourself. The Justice card, people. So much truth here. The Death card, Scorpio. And the Knight of Wands. So right away when you see this, it's like clear as day to me. The Queen of Swords, the Justice, these are the same. They're both Libra energies. They're both holding swords. They're both like sitting in authority. There's like a feeling here. There could be like a divorce or separation happening. There could be court, something court, or even like negotiations or contracts or something that you're needing to establish yourself, perhaps in a job, or like getting a new job, getting a new like role. There's a very like, it's a very like cold kind of like stern, but in a good way, like just standing in your truth, asking the questions, asking, like being completely transparent and honest, you know, like expressing yourself, not holding back, not being afraid, not worrying about anything. There's just a feeling, there's a little part of you that is afraid to talk within your relationship, talk in your job. Like this is almost like some of you maybe are in a job or whatever, relationship, whatever, and you're needing to express yourself authentically. Like say, okay, this is what I want. This is like, you know, like communication. And there's a part of you afraid. You're holding back. You're people pleasing in a way, but also you don't want it to go against you. But if you don't say anything, then you don't know, right? That's just, it's like the Seven of Wands is have faith in whatever is coming out. The response is going to be, whether it's a yes or a no, it's going to be the one that you need to take. You know, like I keep saying, like the no's are the yeses, right? The no's are exactly where you need to be. Like, no, it's a no. So universe is like, next, let's make a change. And I feel like that's what's happening here. There is like, perhaps some of you are in courts, could be with a justice. Some of you are, you know, maybe meeting with a real estate agent, like you're wanting to buy a house, you're wanting to sell a house, you're wanting to like invest in something, whatever. And the answer is like, no, it's not going to work. And you're like, oh my God, no, we're going to make everything in our power. And the cards are like, no, like accept the change, right? Like death is like, if it's a no, then it's a no. Let's just move forward. What are we, like, why are you holding on to something that keeps coming back as a no? Or why do you keep holding your tongue? Why? What is wrong? We're needing to, you know, the Knight of Wands energy is this, like, if some of you are single, this could be interesting. Could be like a lover or some fun relationship coming in that could take you outside of your comfort zone. But also the Knight of Wands energy is this, like, spontaneous energy. Like, stop overthinking. Enjoy the pleasure. It's a Sagittarius energy. Enjoy the pleasures of life. Let's, like, change it up here, Virgo. Instead of always being so practical about your life. Well, I have to do this and I have to do this because, you know, I need to pay the bill and just, like, release yourself from that. Express yourself. Be authentic with yourself and with others, and change it up. I feel like the Knight of Wands is here to say, like, let's up the ante here. Add some spice to your life. Do something that's so not you. You know, go to a place that you would never have gone to. Go eat somewhere. Go eat Ethiopian. Go do something. Change it up. We're always staying in the same. We're afraid. Like, Libra is very known to be non-confrontational. Like, you're not, you're holding back because you don't want to, you know, ruffle the feathers, but it's time to make changes. It really is with the Death card here. It's like, you got to do it. You got to have faith that the change is the right thing to do. You are what you think, which is kind of very deep right now, because if you think that you're this, then you remain this. Right? If you always, like, worried and stressed and anxious and never gonna say anything because you're afraid to, like, upset your partner or upset your family or your friends or whatever, or maybe you upset them way too much because you talk too much. Like, it's just like, there's a lot of things here to, like, come to terms with. I kind of like that a lot. I like it a lot, because to me the Queen of Swords is my queen. I just love her because she's just so freaking real. And here the Knight of Wands is fun and spontaneous. Not that she's not fun either, right? She can be, but she's, like, more witty and maybe more sarcastic than, you know, like. But it's just enjoying life again, but on your terms, and living life like you love it. And being fully expressive about it and not holding back. Mintaken. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. If you're a light worker, the Mintaken it was a star system that no longer exists anymore. It is the water people, you know. But this is a longing for home. It's like, you know, it's a longing to get back to nature, to go back to the basics. To me, that's what it is. It's going back to the OG time, not so much into, like, you know what, because, like, the thing is here is, like, this people pleasing. When you're going back home, you're just being yourself, right? Like, putting on the facade a little bit for others is not who you are, really. And you're trying to, like, make, you know, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, earth signs love to take on other people's crap, and they love to help other people, and they love to, but it's not about that right now. Right now is, like, getting, like, removing the layers and going back to the original bud of the rose, and being really comfortable with that bud. And so when it flowers, if it flowers black and it flowers red and it flowers pink, and it doesn't matter, like, whatever petal comes out, it's you, and being really comfortable with that. There is a big change here coming for you, and a big change that you're feeling too. I really feel like, and it's time to step outside of your ordinary and start to do things that are a little bit off kilter for you, Virgo. But it's getting really, really authentic with yourself. So we are, and with others too. I have angel answers. So you can think of a question. I'm going to give you an answer. You want 2 answers coming out, okay? So if you haven't thought of an answer yet, pause the video because I'm coming out with it. The first one is reconsider. I kind of like this because, you know why? Because it's the swords energy right here showing up again. The sword of truth. These swords are standing upwards. This one is going downwards. Whatever it is, though, it's like something that you're hiding. You're wanting to talk to someone. And this one's saying reconsider. Now it's time to express. Your second answer is forgiveness. So I don't know if this is forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of others, but forgiveness is the most beautiful thing you can do for yourself, because it releases you from any control and releases you from all heavy energies. All right, Virgo. They're a little bit unconventional this week, but they always are with me. So I hope this resonated. If it didn't, check your rising and your moon as well. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And super thanks me if you can. I love you so much, Virgo. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. We got broken open. To me, this is sublime. She's like sitting on top of a flower, could be a lotus, and her whole chest is completely open with light and stars and energy and love. And she's doing like a prayer position. It's just a feeling of broken open. To me feels like you've like opened yourself up to love, but also to feeling again, to expressing yourself, to this feeling of like grieving your past and ready to move forward, ready to like take on whatever it is. Like we've been doing a lot of work, me and you, Libra, and it's like you're seeing a little bit clearer now, and you're like, okay, I just need to release. I just need to express myself. I just need to be me. There's a lot of love and compassion for yourself and for others, but mostly for yourself, which is beautiful because that's what we need. So, 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups is leaving something behind. So I know that there's been a lot of like trying to leave something behind and not finding that right time, or getting stuck in this, getting attached to someone or something in your life, and it's showing up here. So let's see, Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities, new job, new money potential. Maybe you're leaving a home and moving in with someone else. Maybe you're leaving a relationship to make money from it, whatever. Like maybe I don't know, this just feels good to me. You're leaving something to then create this new opportunity. 7 of Cups, which is interesting. There's a lot of 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups. 7 of Cups is like you've left something now to open the possibilities. Yeah, the possibilities are endless. It's now time to do some daydreaming. It's time to envisioning what it is next for you. The Strength card. It's a Leo season, so this is it. And finding that strength within you to do that. So, okay. And the Wheel of Fortune, Destiny, Karma. It's exactly where you need to be. And the 5 of Wands in reverse. 5 of Wands is a struggle. We're releasing the struggle. So it's kind of a beautiful cards here, because there's this feeling of you leaving something, you getting yourself unstuck and breaking yourself open. And it's because you were stuck for the longest time, and we've been seeing that. And now, as you unstick yourself from whatever this is, could be a relationship, could there's like a fly, and it's looking at me, and I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do to you? I don't know. There's a fly problem in my house, but in the building, I think. Anyways, okay. So there's an 8 of Cups that's saying like the moment you make this, you leave this behind you, is the moment that things start to change in your life. So where are you right now, Libra? What is it that you're needing to step away from? What is it that has been holding you back for these past few weeks and months? And now this like new job has come in, new money has shown up for you, new opportunity to for financial stability, for security. Maybe you're moving in with someone new. Maybe you're moving in with a roommate. Maybe you're moving alone. Like there's just this feeling of that's taken a lot of courage on your part to do. You stepped it up and said, okay, it's my time. What am I doing? I needed to break open. I needed to grieve the loss of my old self, and now I need to move into this new version of myself. And my God, who knew there would be so many different paths opening up for me? Who knew that there would be so much possibility? This is freaking awesome, Libra. I love it, actually. And it's exactly where you need to be. The Wheel of Fortune is like Sagittarius energy. It's like expansion. It's abundance. It's like, if you're still here at this place where you need to make the move, this is very clear that the move needs to be made. It's time. So I don't know what it is that's holding you back in that old version of you, but the new version is waiting, and it's where you were supposed to be. And the paths are completely open. Like pick your choice, like you pick your poison kind of thing. Pick it. Like, what is it that you want to do? It almost feels like, oh my God, it's just so freeing. The 5 of Wands is you saying goodbye to everyone else's opinions. You saying goodbye to everyone else's control, everyone else's ideas of how your life should be, right? How everyone's like different perspectives. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because to me there's like change is here for you, and it's not like a specific thing, because the 7 of Cups is like that. Is like, it's just living in a daydream world again, going back there and starting to tap into your dreams. What is the vision that you haven't been doing? That's what's being broken open. What have you always dreamed about doing since you were 7 years old? And you're like, that's not real. Why not? Why is it not realistic? I want to be a fireman, so go study fireman. Whatever. Like, why is this unrealistic? I always wanted to be a teacher. Be a teacher. Like, dabble. You're Libra. Dabble into things. To me, it feels like you've been holding on, and like it's red, it's like that fiery energy. You've been holding on, and you've been like trying to make something work in your life, and it's just not working. And as soon as you like make that break and you take that step and you move on to that next path, things are going to change. Like you're like, I don't know, like the Ace of Pentacles is that. It's new. It's financial security. It's like abundance. It's like a new home, a new portfolio, financial portfolio, a new investment, something, whatever it is. It just feels right to me. And you're like, the moves that you're making are just going to release yourself from these attachments and release yourself from these opinions and all these other people's like beliefs or like Since when do you listen to people anyways, right, Libra? It's like, and it's so interesting because we're in the nodal shift, and the south node is in Libra, where it's like releasing yourself from the constraints of relationships, right? Like saying goodbye to whatever it is, romance, family, friends, those relationships that are just keeping you attached to an old version of yourself. And now it's time to break open. Wow. Immense growth. That's like freaking amazing. I mean, to me, this looks like a vulture. But anyways, it could be. But it's this feeling of breaking free. Like, I almost feel like you are. And that's just the moment you make that decision to leave behind, which I kind of like because there's all orange and red here, and it's like leave behind whatever it is that you're holding on to. There's massive change is on its way. And a beautiful card comes up here, which is Anna, the grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. I mean, whether you're religious or not, this has nothing to do with anything. It's just like, let me read it for you. Anna, grandmother Jesus. Okay, there we go. Anna represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life of service. She represents the generations that came before that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being, while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Beautiful. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthier than another. One person's part may be to mother their children. Another may be to gather women in circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. Totally agree. All right, so this is just like us trusting the plan. And trusting that even though it feels uncomfortable to you, knowing that it's where you need to be, and it's like it's karma, like it's where you need to be, and it's time to just trust in the next steps that's coming for you, Libra. So we have angel answer cards for you. If you have a question to ask, they're not all yes and no's. So let's just do this like this. Libra, please. Your answer, my beautiful Libra, if you haven't asked a question, pause the video. But your answer is opportunity. So we're getting confirmation that definitely an opportunity is coming your way. And this has coins everywhere as well, like money, a job, a raise, an investment, like something amazing is coming your way. It's time to make a move. It's time to quit the job. It's time to get that new job. It's time to ask for that raise. It's time to take a risk, move into that new home, like whatever, sell the home, whatever this is for you. It's going to be lucrative and profitable for you in the end. I'd love to hear this next week, what this is. I mean, immense growth is here. All right, my beautifuls. I love you so much. Be brave. Time to stand in it's time to like dream the dream. Go for it. I love you. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks if you can. You got this. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got Into Me, I See, which to me is like the freaking mirror of life. It's also asking you to go inside, because You know, a lot. I talk like I'm coming out with a book in the next few weeks called "I Am You, You Are Me," right? And it's actually a fiction, but it really is about into me I see. So into me I see you, right? Kind of thing, because we are all reflections of each other, and this is like you going deep inside yourself and loving yourself 100%, and seeing the dark as beautiful and seeing the light as beautiful, seeing it all. Anyways, I wanted to read from the book because, you know, just because I love this card. Now is the time to take risk by connecting with another. Can you see how far you've come? Can you see what is still active within you that needs to change or heal? You will discover more about who you are as you discover more about another. Oh, interesting. Even if you cannot possibly know what it's truly like to be in someone else's shoes, you can listen and learn. But we can, because I am you, you are me. This is a magical gift being offered to you right now. This concept applies beyond romantic connection. What do the dynamics in your closest friendships, work relationships, and family say about you? Relationships are extraordinary opportunities for healing. When predicated on honesty and caring, they have a great impact on how you can contribute to the world. They hold up a mirror of truth and reveal more treasures than you might even expect. If you can look into it, take a risk, and see everything as beautiful, even in its imperfections, imagine how deep you could go. Okay. So it's like really like, for me, going deep, deep inside, deep, deep. That's a song, right? I love it. I just find this so pertinent for you because if anyone is going deep inside is a Scorpio, and even if they avoid it, it's like it's a natural way of being for you, right? To go deep into things. All my Scorpio friends go deep. So let's just see. We have the Hanged Woman, which is the Hangman energy, which is the Pisces energy, which is deeply spiritual. All right, let's go. The Page of Wands in reverse. What are we avoiding here with the Hanged Woman? That makes sense. The Queen of Wands, badass queen. The Strength card. The King of Coins. Wow, what powerful energy here. And the Nine of Cups. Not for anything, but we have 2 major arcanas and 3 court cards and a Nine of Cups. So things look freaking phenomenal for you. Very breakthrough kind of feeling, but also very Queen of Wands and King of Coins. It's like a Taurus energy and a Aries energy, but it could be Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's just like a powerful opportunity. Like, put these two together, and you're like bringing in the money, but you're also like making a difference. You're making a mark on the world. So what is this for you? Is this like a relationship that's coming into your life, or it's a relationship that already exists in your life that you're making waves? Maybe some of you are making waves in the communities that you're in, or I don't know. This is just like it could be a business relationship, a project that's coming together because there's strength here, like making changes. And the Nine of Cups, people, like fulfillment, reward. But before we get there, we're here at the Hangman and the Page of Wands in reverse. The Page of Wands, the Princess of Wands, whatever. The Page of Wands is also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. The Page of Wands is like a energy of new opportunities, new path to take, new vision, new or it's someone young in your life. It could be one of your kids in your life or someone younger than you that's helping you see things in a different perspective, helping you see things, but you are resisting. I like it a lot. You're resisting a little bit of change here, Scorpio, by this younger person. Someone younger than you, let's put this aside or not, could be, like I said, your kids or someone else, is like presenting another viewpoint, presenting something else, and you're like, you know, you're not willing to listen. You're not willing to take that opportunity. You're not willing to like change. Why are you afraid? Like you're afraid to take a risk. What is going on? Why are you afraid to take a risk, Scorpio? You don't want to come out of your little cocoon. You don't want to come out of your little comfort zone. The Page of Wands is almost ruffling your feathers. It's almost like poking you. Don't poke a Scorpio. So it's like, and they're like, come on, you know, we need to get out. We need to make changes. And I'm saying to you, listen. And whether it's like as a younger person, or it's someone else in your life that is kind of poking you, kind of like, or bringing up something in you, making you see things differently, it's making you feel uncomfortable. Listen, this is the time to see. Go inside and see. Into me, I see. Like, go inside and understand why this person's triggering me. Why am I afraid to make this next move in my life? Why am I afraid to make this change? It's all there right in front of me. Right? And it's like, embody this Queen of Wands, embody this King of Coins, go and ask for help financially, go and ask for leadership help, go ask for someone who will help you get outside of your comfort zone. These are two very, like this one especially, the King of Coins, the Taurus, is very sedentary, very like, not stuck, because very, this persuasive, this like very persistent, you know. They're like, I feel like you're ready. Like, it's almost like you're ready to make a move in your life. You're ready to jump into an opportunity, and you've been afraid. It's been challenging you. Now's the time. So like I said, this could be a relationship, this could be a partnership, this is like you moving into a new project, you doing something. Whatever this is freaking phenomenal, because we got the Strength card here, and the Strength is Leo season. Maybe it's right now that you need to do this. You need to do it. Like, there's like there could be a Leo helping you as well. There's just so much happening here. It just feels like you're here to shine. You're here to be the spotlight. You're here to make a difference. You cannot make a difference just hiding. Because you can make a difference just being still and not talking and doing that, because you're making a difference every single day. But I feel here there's some of you that are hiding in the shadows, or even like afraid of making the next step. And I'm saying you do it, people. Because the Nine of Cups is like, fulfillment, reward is yours. It's time. What are you waiting for? Look inside yourself. Look at the other person. Because if you're looking at the other person, it's you're looking at. It's time to shine. Stop stopping yourself from doing what it is you want. And what is it that you want? Is it what you want is just to travel your whole life? And freaking travel your whole life. Like, I don't understand why we're so fixated on, we have to open our own business, we have to open a retreat center, we need to like have a job. Like, no. That's limited thinking. Stop limiting yourself. Go inside. Go and talk to your higher self. What is your higher self saying? Listen. Listen and listen. To me, there is powerful people around you, or you are that power. And it's time, you're like being called to step it up. Step into that leadership role. Or else like there's like a beautiful mentor, a beautiful support system around you, opening the door and helping you through this. This is freaking awesome, Scorpio. How many times do we see this for you? See beyond the past. Like, freaking awesome, too. This is like us not attaching to the past. You stopping attaching to like whatever this fear, wherever this fear comes from. It comes from a past, right? It comes from a failure that happened to you. It comes from someone rejecting you. It comes from someone judging you. It comes from someone condescending, belittling you. So you're not ready to make this opportunity. Boom, the past is gone. Let's move forward. Inner temple. Wow, into me I see hilarious. Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. I mean, come on. Into me I see is your temple. Like you are, like just, like to me, when it says like the portal of your heart is your soul. It's that inner knowing. It's that higher self. It's like asking yourself, yes, I got this. Yes, you do. What do I need to do? Travel, eat, sleep, rest, whatever. Listen. We need to start listening, man. We need to start listening. And to me, there's such a beautiful, this king of this power couple right here to me is like either you and you're creating something together, which is going to be very fulfilling. And maybe there's like, maybe you had gone into business with someone younger than you or something and it didn't work out. And it's okay. Like, see beyond the past. Like, let it go. Like, let it all. For me, I feel like you're afraid to make that next move because you're thinking so much about this past failure, this mistake that you made. But it's done. Over. Next. Move on. Stop waiting around and let's just go. Make the move. I don't know what it is you need to do, but you got to do it. Stop lazing around. Stop hanging on to the comfort zone that you're staying. You know what to do, Scorpio. I don't need to say it again. Okay. So I brought the angel answers again. So pick a question or two. Let's just do two. Okay. So answer number one, if you haven't come up with a question, just pause. You're freaking ready. You're freaking ready to go. Let's do this. Number two question is a big fat no. So no could be the best answer you got today. And just like I say to people, no could be the biggest yes that you get, right? If it says a no, then that's not where you need to go and you need to focus your attention somewhere else. So Scorpio, you are moving into some form of leadership role. You're moving into a beautiful partnership with someone that's fierce and strong, and like happiness is on your way. Let go of all the past, the failures. Let it all go. Doesn't matter. But also let go of all this. Stop attaching to failures and mistakes you've made, please. Enough. Enough. All right. I love you. And also, this was what you, you're not trusting someone younger than you, so maybe you need to pay attention to that too. All right, I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We got the power of purpose. Just freaking beautiful energy. The power of purpose speaks very highly to you stepping into your purpose, right? It's you stepping away from everybody else's opinions, everybody else's ideas, perspectives, whatever, right? Everybody else's whatevers that they're trying to keep you attached to, but also you're attaching to. Like, let go of your past. Let go of people that are not aligned with you anymore. Let it all go. What is the power of purpose? What is your purpose in this lifetime? It's to just be. and not attached to people's opinions, belief systems, and not attached to your own opinions and belief systems, just to trust. I feel like this is really huge for me, for you guys. You've been such a transitionary stage right now, and now you're at this place in your life where it's just like time to live life according to Sagittarius. Right? So like, let's see. What is it? What's up here? Like, the first card is the Queen of Swords. Live with intentional purpose. Like, she is intentional about everything she does, and she's truthful and honest and transparent, and she expresses everything clearly. She doesn't like hide her true feelings and her thoughts to anyone. She says it because that is what she needs to do. And I feel like that's showing up for a big reason here. So let's see. Poof. The King of Pentacles. The Taurus energy. It's like, let's get... This is really interesting. Let me just like... the Two of Wands in reverse. Interesting. This is making a choice, but holding back. Some of you are resisting making that choice. And then the Three of Wands is making the choice. Like, this is so cool. Okay. Okay. The Four of Wands. Oh, 2, 3, 4 is success. And the Three of freaking Swords. You know, someone this week had to challenge me, and it's you, Sagittarius. Thank you. All right. What is going on? I mean, it's very clear right away. I see it very clearly. Wow. I feel, it's obviously not every Sagittarius, but I feel there's a king and a queen here. Could be a mother, father, could be a relationship. I mean, this is like Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So it doesn't have to be again. This could be you in a relationship, could be your parents, could be people in your life. Very strong people that are like the queen and the Libra and Taurus. I feel like they're not the worst couple. Because they're pretty like honest about life, and I think that's what it is that's showing up here, is to get really honest about your finances, about your home, about your like security, to get finances about your like get real. Like, these two cards are like pretty getting real about themselves. And then there's this like here, which is kind of interesting. It's like you having to make a decision. Like, you're at a crossroads and you need to make a choice, but you're resisting this choice because maybe you're holding on to a past. Maybe you're holding on to a what was. You're holding on, well, we had such a great relationship. Oh, well, I really did well at this place. Like, you know, like you're like it's like a little bit of a fear happening here. It's an Aries energy. And then the Three of Wands is like, no, man. Ixnay the fear. Just go for it. What is it that you want, Sagittarius? Where do you want to go in your life? What is your purpose? Right? Yours. Not someone else's. Not XYZ. Not the king and the queen in your life that maybe want to control you, right? This could be someone controlling you as well, wanting to like put you in your place, wanting to like, this is where you need to be. Like, they're very like clear on where they want to be. It could be like someone trying to tell you what they want and you need to follow kind of thing. And Sagittarius doesn't really like to follow, so it's like this. But Sagittarius doesn't like to follow, but they're also a little bit of people pleasers, right? Like every other sign, and it's like always like, oh well, maybe I should, and maybe nah. And the Three of Wands, like, what are you doing? Make your decision, right? Because the Four of Wands is like, good decision. Now you're happy. You've chosen well. Now you're married. Now you're celebrating. Now you're succeeding in your life. You're doing everything that you wanted to do. But everybody else is really not happy with you. And this, my friends, is maybe one of the hardest places to be and challenging places to be as a human. Because the choices you make are yours to make. They're not anyone else's. They're not because of someone else. It's not because the Queen of Swords is telling you that this is how you need to be. This is where you need to go. Your teacher, the judge, the lawyer, the cop, whatever, or who else? Like, it could be your mother, your wife, your partner, whatever it is. Your twin flame, your soulmate, your whatever this is for you. Is saying this is what I want and this and that, and you following it. Right? This could be your father, your partner again, your boss, your whatever. All these people in your life. These two signs are very like stubborn and fixated. This is what is clear. Could be saying, okay, make a decision, let's go, let's do this, and you're like, yo man, I need to take a chill pill. I need to sit back and look at these choices, and maybe your resistance to it is a good thing. But to me, like, your choices are going to have a massive effect on these people or other people in your life, because it's not going to align with them. It's not going to, they're not going to understand your choices. And it doesn't matter. You're not here to appease to anyone in your life. Anyone. Your partner, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your best friend, nobody. Because who are they anyways? They're not even anything. They're not those labels anyways. You're here to embody this happiness and this love and this compassion for self. And if this occurs, then so be it. You know, there's a lot of ways to look at this, because I could look at this and you're going to get married and it's not going to work out. It could be that too. Like there's like, I could also look at it differently. Let's say this. Let me look at it like in different ways. Let's say you're the Queen of Swords, or you're the King of Pentacles, and you're making a decision to move in together, or get married, or whatever. And the Two of Wands is like, rethink it, don't go for it. And the Three of Wands is like, no, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Like, I'm tired of like holding back, but this is like that detour. The universe says, no, don't do it. And you're like stubborn, so you do it. And you get married, or you move in, or you start this project together. And the Three of Swords is like, I told you, it's not gonna work in the end. So there could be that scenario that you need to pay attention to. You know, I have to look at this in all the different ways. And to me, there's that, or you are making a choice that will hurt the other person. And it's not up to you to hold that space for that other person, because it's your life. Action leads to success, which is the choices that you make. And magnetism through gratitude. With the turkey. Like, it's so weird, this card. I mean, maybe he's been saved from Thanksgiving, so like, I don't know. There's just this feeling to me of like this Three of Swords coming here. I feel like the Three of Swords is this heartbreak, grief. It's a grief of an old self. It's like grieving your that old version of you that may have taken that road to appease to other people, to make everybody else happy in your life. But your sense of purpose in this life is to be following your own guidance. And if your guidance leads you to happiness, and if your guidance led you to heartbreak, then we have to accept it. You know, it's like, it's really getting real about our lives and the choices that we have. And if there's a resistance for you, if you're feeling a resistance to make a choice, and listen to that resistance. Because the ego may have told you, no, go for it. Just go get married to that person, right? Or just go for it. Just do what you need to do. And then you're like happy and you're married. And then after it's like comes down to it, it's like, again, it could be many different things. It could have been the best thing you did. It could have been the worst. Is there a worse thing to do? No. It's like everything actually comes down to you listening to yourself and you trusting that whatever this heartbreak is, it could be another person broken hearted because you didn't choose their the path that the should path, the obligation path. What I'm trying to get at is I need you to like really go within and listen to your self, right? Like the thing is what happens is I kind of like that this 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands are together, and one is like this resistance of listening and one is just going for it, and both are right and both are wrong, right? So it's like this, like if your soul is saying no, listen. If your soul is saying yes, listen. Maybe this is your soul saying no and this is your ego saying yes, and it's time for discernment. Is this your ego saying no and this is your soul saying yes? It's time to discern for yourself. And like, is this the happiness that you needed to do? Like, is this the sadness that you needed to be in? You know, I know this is very out there, what I'm trying to express to you, Sagittarius, but there's a feeling here that it's time for you to get clear. And trust yourself. Really, truly go within and trust your decisions and your choices. And if you're feeling a resistance, just stop and ask, is this my higher self? No. Is this my ego? Yes. Okay. And then you say, okay, let's work through this again. Do I make this choice? No. Okay. That's it. That's it. You know, it's like, I know it's so freaking simple, people, and we make a freaking like disaster of our lives by like analyzing and trying to make, and it's like, well, you know, I need to stay in this relation, I need to stay in this friendship, I need to be with this person because this is the labels that we've given ourselves. But it's not that. Enough with the labels. Go within. Ask yourself. The 3 of Swords could be the best thing that happened to you, and it could be the worst. But what's the best and what's the worst? Sorry about that. So let's see what your other advice is. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Again, this is kind of cool because you have these 3 of Wands and this choices that you have to make, and it's like the initiation is all like the darkness before the storm, the chaos, like all these, like this 3 of Swords kind of energy showing up that is like, if we don't break our hearts, if we don't go through the chaos, then how do you know when to make that decision? It's the right one, kind of thing. We need to go through these things. We need to come up against these things to see the power of our purpose. Because the purpose of this lifetime was not to sail through life like, oh yeah, it was to go through all this crap, to make these decisions on our own, and to come up against these things and say, okay, what do I need to do? Like, and listen to ourselves. This is like the whole thing. And you know, that's why, like I always say, like eventually you're not going to listen to me anymore, because you're going to be trusting yourself. So you're at the beginning of the beginning to me. I feel like there's like a lot of that is happening, and that's moving towards where you need to be. And it might be disheartening for a lot of people around you, and it might be disheartening for you, but that's exactly where we need to be. What is it? This is money coming to me. Like, okay. So I'm using angel answers. Come up with 2 questions. I'll give you 2 answers, or whatever answers come out. A Sagittarius, please. Okay. Oh, we have 3 answers for you. So pause if you need more time to think of these 3 questions. Going at the question number 1. Freaking abundance coming your way, Saggy. Woo, woo, woo. I love it. And question number 2. You got the question? The answer is yes. Go for it. And number 3, remain positive. So abundance, yes, and remain positive. I mean, this is the best one yet. These are amazing. I'm kind of enjoying this. I really enjoy this this reading for you. I find it very strange. Right? I like it because it's like polarized almost, right? So anyways, I'm taking readings for the month of August. So if you want to explore this further or see something for yourself, feel free to DM me and we can set up an appointment for you. Otherwise, check your rising and your moon for other messages, and also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks if you can. I love you, Saggy. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We got a powerful move. I mean, you know what's so funny? It's a 15 card, and the 15 is the devil card, which is you in the tarot, which is kind of cool. And this is this like queen or king with wings, and there's like a lock system, a key opening the world. I think it's the king and that's the queen. I just saw that. Okay. Anyways, this is just an opportunity coming in, a powerful move. You're making your mark within a relationship, within a job, within your like friends, family. You're setting yourself up. You're not setting yourself up. You're establishing yourself. Something fucking huge here, Capricorn. I love it. All right. Like a massive move that changes the lives of you and other people around you. The 6 of Swords. I mean, the 6 of Swords is you making a move. You're traveling, or you're actually leaving a job, going for something new, leaving a relationship, like leaving something behind that you've been wanting to do for the longest time. I feel like this is pertinent to a lot of you Capricorns out there. Oh my God. And the World card underneath that. Like, so taking and moving to another part of the city, the country, the world. Traveling. Getting up there and going. Some of you may have not traveled for the longest time because of money, because of this, or worries and fears. And it's like, I'm just going. I'm heading out, right? And here she's the mother and the daughter. It could be you like going with your children, or it could be whatever it is. There's just this feeling of you liberating yourself and just going. Making this big change in your life. Like, could be success as well. And interesting. The 2 of Swords. How interesting. Like, oh no, I made this choice. Maybe it's the wrong one. And the Emperor. Hey, let's see what's happening. The 3 of Wands. Still going. You're still moving. That's pretty cool. And the Hangman in reverse. Which is the Pisces energy. The Aries is the Aries. The Emperor is the Aries, and the world is Capricorn. So what an interesting reading to me, because this is you like stepping in, like making like a massive decision in your life and finally had the guts to go. It's time. I almost feel like it's time that you make this decision. It's like been weighing on you for the longest time. Like, I need to get up and I need to go. I need to bring my children with me. I don't need to be, I need to, maybe he has to walk away from my children. I need to walk away from a partner. I need to leave my job. I need to leave this, or I need to make a move. That's like it's a grand move with the World card. It's like the end of a journey and moving into something completely new. I need to stop doing and saying the same thing over and over again. I need to make a change, right? And the Two of Swords is like, it's almost like your ego coming back and saying, no. Don't leave the company. Don't leave the relationship. Don't leave. What about, like this. And then this Emperor energy shows up. Who is the Emperor here? Could be you saying no. What would the Emperor of all, like the King of all kings is the Emperor. What would the Emperor do? The Emperor doesn't like go back on the decisions he makes. He continues forward. But this could also be an emperor in your life that's stopping you from making these decisions. Could be a father, a partner, a boss, or someone important in your life that you revere and you respect, and comes in and is like, putting doubt in your head and kind of a little bit manipulative too, right? Because this is really something that you're needing to do for yourself to make this change. And there's this kind of manipulation energy around you saying, you're stupid, you're not good enough, you can't do this, right? That's that. And then the Three of Wands is like, what are you doing, Capricorn? You're not listening to anybody, are you? Oh, okay, we thought so. You're still making the move. Yes, perfect. Three of Wands is making that choice to move. I'm not like move your home. Yes, could be that. Travel, yes. Could be like just change, make that change. And what I like about this is the Hangman in reverse. So the Hangman like this is like looking at things with a different perspective and like holding back and observing. And the Hangman in reverse is like, I'm tired of observing now. I'm upright now. It's time. I'm going to untie myself here and I'm going to make the move. And this is like, if you look at this as a number 4 foundation. I'm ready. I'm ready to create my new foundation. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be a diddle-daddling. I don't want to be like, I'm not sure. I don't know how to do this. I don't know. And I don't want to be like being controlled by some emperor around me telling me how I should feel, how I should be. Well, come on, like, making me belittle me, condescend to me, manipulate me to making decisions. It's enough. That could be that. Or it could be you too, right? It could be you saying enough is enough. Because to me, what I feel here is definitely there is this energy. That's why the powerful move is here, is an energy like you've wanted for the longest time to do something. To get that new job. Get out of the relationship. Get into a new relationship. Leave behind something that's not aligned with you anymore. And the new chapter in your life is there. It's waiting for you. And you're holding on to, I don't know what we're holding on to anymore. I really don't anymore. I don't. There's no excuses anymore to hold on to anything. Because you are the emperor, as much as you are the empress, and it's time. And it's like really, literally here, the Three of Wands is like, okay, the new path is open for you. What are you doing? Are we coming? Are you coming? The Hangman is here, right? The Pisces energy. I'm ready. I've come off my freaking tree and I'm not hanging anymore. I'm ready. Are you going to take my hand? Let's go. Sacred boundaries, which is interesting to me. This, you know why? Because it's like the boundaries we set with ourselves as well as others, right? It's like it's time to set those boundaries with others. And it's like it's time to like, what is it that I want in my life? I'm like Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This week I feel like the earth sign is being given this platter and like given this opening kind of thing. It's being given like enough earth. enough taking on everybody else's issues, everyone else's problems, enough. And it's time to set those boundaries. It's time to do what it is that you need to do in your life. You're so set on other people and helping other people and doing things for other people and worrying about other people, and it's like boundary time. It's time to make fucking moves. Excuse my language. It's time to make your freaking move. I'm not getting upset with you. I love you. Okay. And then your other advice card is take a break, which is freaking awesome. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Yeah, dude, listen to this. This is Capricorn, always working, whether you're working like physically laboring or you're working your mind. Enough. The powerful move to me is like that move that you need to make in quietude. You know, it's that move that you take when you're taking that break and you're like, okay, I'm going to stop overthinking. I'm going to stop overanalyzing. I know I need to make this. I need to leave. I know I need to do this, and it's time. And this is me doing it. You know what? Like, you need to step into that emperor role, or you need to step away from that emperor who's controlling or trying to manipulate your situation here, because there is a move here that I know we've been seeing for the longest time that you've been wanting to make, whether it's moving out of your house or moving away from some outside of the city, or just like leaving something that has been oppressive to you, and it's time to go. And you see it in the Three of Wands. And it's time to go. It's time to go, Capricorn. I'm going to give you angel answers cards here. So give me 2 questions. I'm going to give you 2 answers. Pause the video. Or just watch, because the shuffling can take forever. Question number 1 has been answered. All right, so we have a like yes, no, and then we also have a divine timing. So if that makes any sense to you, you can pause the video and then come back with it. So the first one is a yes, bing, bang, boom. And the next question is within the next few months. All right. Time, there's no time. No time is ticking. I was going to say time is ticking, but there is no time. So, but I truly feel like this is a message going to some of you Capricorns who are always ready to help and make everyone else feel really good around you, and then you forget about yourself. And it's time for you to make some really important moves. So it's time. All right, I love you. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. I love you so much, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We got the land between. So the land between, for those of you on this spiritual journey, is like the 3D, the 4D, and the 5D kind of thing. It's the past, the present, the future. You could see it as the way you want to see it, right? But to me, the land between means that you're between perhaps like decisions, right? Perhaps you're in a crossroads and you're having to make a decision between moving somewhere, staying somewhere, leaving a relationship, staying in it. Like, that's the kind of place. But it's like a very the in-between is a very uncomfortable place for many, right? And it's just that feeling that some of you maybe have one foot in the past and are trying to move into this new unknown, but it's really like challenging for you to release the old story, release your old patterns, release the people in your life that are not aligned with you anymore. It's like this I mean, it's like beautiful. Like it's not like it's not like there's like a stairway, like a walkway. So it's not like you're in limbo if you're here, right? You still have the choice to walk back down or walk forward, kind of thing. And there's that beautiful sun at the bottom. I find this very potent, like an energy, because it's that I really want to go forward. I really want to make this difference. I really want to make this choice, but my ego's still here, or I'm attached to this feeling, this energy, this person, this thing. So it's where the humanity is right now, and it's showing up for you, Aquarius, since we're in the age of Aquarius, and it's like this movement forward needs to happen. So let's just see what is going on with you guys. We have the Four of Coins, which is a Capricorn energy, which is about financial stability. And I feel like every sign has gotten something about finances this week. The Eight of Coins, again, it's finances, but it's about work, about school, about your career, about business, projects, what have you. But always money related, like worry of money. Also could be money coming in and a new job coming in, maybe a promotion, but also just the feeling of like you starting something new here. The Six of Cups. In your past, holding on to your childhood, holding on to your traumas, or holding on to memories. It's very interesting on this journey. It's like we're trying really, if you listen to media and what have you, it's like they want to keep you in your memories. Oh, look at the 80s, look at the 90s, look at the 2000s. It's like, okay, it's like, no, we're not here to hold on to those memories anymore, because they're memories. They need to stay in the past. So it's showing up for you here. And the Two of Cups. This is like a soulmate energy, a twin flame energy, or it's just like a lover's energy. Could be some of you that have been in a relation for a long time, and you're just there because you've been there for the longest time. Or it could be you're holding on to someone from the past. Interesting. Okay, let's just... Oh, there's a card. Two of Wands. Two of Wands is like being at that crossroads, which is kind of interesting, and having to make a decision. The Tower card, which is like my intro. It's exactly where we are all at right now. And the World. Freaking awesome. Okay. I think I pulled this because I was like, the Tower. Okay, interesting. Let's look at this. This feels very the idea, like all of these cards together, when I look at them, it's like there's a lot of decisions being made right now in your life, a lot of paths that you're taking that's going to like establish yourself, right? Because if I look at just these two, the Four of Coins and the Eight of Coins, I mean, this is the half of the eight, right? It's like you're starting to establish a foundation in your life. Maybe it could be with a job. It could be just with investment, or having an idea of where your money is. I really feel like this screen is like crooked. I'm going to fix this because it's bugging me. Right. I'm not sure if it... I think it's just my table. Anyways, so like there's an establishment of, like, some of you are making decisions when it comes to how money will come into your life, right? And it's like in these decisions, it's like maybe challenging for you because you're not doing it the way everybody else would be doing it, right? You're in the land in between saying, in this life here, I am making lots of money, but my passion is not there. So I'm here and I'm trying to make a decision. What am I doing? Am I like, I'm going to just do it because it's money, or am I going to do it because I really love it and I'm going to be rewarded for it at one point in my life because I really do love it, right? That's how source, divine rewards. Because if you're doing something just for money, you can make all the money in the world, but it doesn't, you'll always get a detour. This is the, anyways, this is just the beauty of like the path that we're on, because like I keep saying in a lot of these readings, the detour, the rejection, the no is exactly where it's the pivotal moment. And here, anyways, here I feel like there's something coming in. If you're thinking of changing your job, then this is a sign. If you're thinking of changing your going to learn something new, this is a sign. There's also a feeling of security coming in. Like you need not be worried about it. And then we move into the Six of Cups with the Two of Wands, which is this, like I said before, it could be like a long-term relationship that you've been in. You've been together since childhood or whatever, like teenage years, or you've known each other for the longest time. You've, it's all these things, like, or something could be 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it is, and and you're holding on to it because of that. Or it could be someone from your past coming in, which is kind of interesting. Someone from a, I'm sorry, excuse me, someone from a past life may be coming in. Maybe someone that is destined to be your twin flame or soulmate in this lifetime is coming in. So keep yourself open, keep yourself ready for whatever. Two is like a union. It doesn't necessarily have to be like it. When I say soulmates, I don't always mean romantic, by the way. It could also just be like another person coming in that's going to help you on this journey. Like it could be someone older, younger than you. It doesn't, like, like we need to like step outside of this, like, oh, soulmate is my lover, right? It could be anything. I just feel like there's some help that's coming in for you to help you through this. Or I feel like there's some of you that are holding on to an old, like old emotions and old feelings of partners, and you're allowing it to dictate kind of your current life, and maybe that's why you're in between as well. Well, he or she was like this before, they can change. Or he or she, it was so good, and like but the Two of Wands is like, we need, like, you're at a pivotal point in your life, Aquarius, where it's like time to get real. Time to not be in the in-between anymore. Time to stand on the in-between here and really look at what it is. Where do you want to be in your life? And I feel like this is very interesting, because the Tower moment comes in when we're all uncomfortable, when we're all like unsure of what we need to do next. And the divine source energy comes in and like sends you a whirlwind, sends you in that person, sends you that like that situation, that decision, like, and that's perplexing to you. You're like, why is this person here in front of my face all the time? Why isn't this person? Why is like that? Why am I like bored at my job now? Why am I rethinking my relationship? Why, like, all these whys? The Tower is that. The Tower is the most like the Tower and the Devil. These cards are very when people see them in tarot reading, they're like, oh my God. And for me, I'm like, wow. Because that's just that part of you that needs to be exposed. And now you are, I feel like there's this like precipice moment in your life right now to make decisions when it comes to abundance and opening yourself up to abundance. Because, abundance is not created. It's already there. It's just to allow it to come in. It's to like really stop attaching to the past. You're really stop attaching to the memories and really start moving forward and listening, really listening into you. Not your higher self, not your ghost, your spirits, your whatever. Listen to you. Don't listen to people, da da da. What is it I want? Where do I want to be? What do I want to do right now? And that choice might lead you, that choice that you do might lead you to a tower moment within your family life, within your friends, within your school, your career, with everyone around you saying, what the hell are you doing? Like, why did you, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what everyone is very quick on opinions in this, like, box that we live in. So this is your land, right? This is your land. What is that song anyways? I think that's an American thing anyways. This is like you making your decisions. Nobody else can do this for you. It's trusting your path. And then the world shows up and it's like, it's a new, like if you know the journey that the fool starts and learns the purpose of his life and he ends up at the world where he's learned everything that he needed to know and now he's ready for the next journey. So this is you having made the decision. This is your next journey. Is it going back to the past and living there? That's your prerogative. Is it staying in the fourth dimension here and just like playing the life like this, surface life? Again, that's your decision. Or is it moving forward into the unknown and choosing something that's unknown but very exciting? That is all on you, right? And that's okay. Whatever you choose, there's no right or wrong way to do it. But to me, the tower moment means that there's something that's going to shake things up in your life. It's going to, people in your life will take a step back when you make this decision. Or it's going to change everything. And will you be doing it alone? Yes. Will you be doing it with a twin flame, a soulmate, or someone to help you with? Perhaps. But that's not important. I really want people to stop relying on a twin flame or a soulmate or whatever. Like, it's time for you to like stand up in your sovereignty and like start doing things according to you. And then everything else will just fall into place like dominoes. And there's this feeling here, like 8 is power, 4 is foundation, 6 is harmony, 2 is the union, choice, 2, and towers, that's 16 cards, that's 7. It's that stepping into your Christ consciousness, stepping into your like sovereignty. And this is 21, which for me is the 3, which is the Empress card, which is stepping into your leadership, right? As a divine feminine or masculine, whoever's watching this. This is just very like a monumental, it really is. There's some of you Aquarians that have been holding on to something that is just not going anywhere. And you're continuously like hanging on for dear life. Like as we move into these newer and higher dimensions, the old versions of ourselves cannot function. They cannot. And you can see it the way you want to see it. You can see it in a spiritual way. You can see it in a linear way. It doesn't really matter, but I'm sure everyone is feeling this. It's very challenging to like remain with the old way of thinking because it's collapsing before our eyes. And so these are decisions that you have to make here, which are kind of scary, but they're freaking beautiful. Because it like begins a new journey for you. So let's just look at these cards. Wow. Evolve into your complexity. Like, I'm amazing. Exactly. It's like we are complex. beings of light. We have a lot of baggage, by the way, from all these lifetimes and also from this lifetime. And it's our duty kind of to sift through these, and it's our duty to unattach ourselves and to move into something completely new. We are not here to abide by other people's rules and laws and other things, because we are it. And that's that. It's kind of like, so why are we playing in the petty games, and why are we why are not, when the Tower moment comes up, it's our chance to make the moves. It's our chance to step outside of the box, the movie, the illusion, the matrix. It's like I feel like you're being handed over these last paths, you know? Like, you're like, okay, Aquarius. Like, how do you want to receive abundance? Stop attaching to your past relationships. How do you want to receive love? You know, like, how do you want to start this new journey? Dream it. Let's dream it into reality, because you have that ability to do so. And then you are more. That's exactly what I was saying here. You are freaking more. You're more than just this story, this old story. You're more than your relationship. You're more than your job. You're more than your career. You're more than your work. Okay, all the three are the same. You're more than your education. You're more than your limited belief systems. You're more. We are all more than this. And we are stunting ourselves and limiting ourselves by staying here or here instead of moving to the next one. So, wow. Yes. Just say yes. Like, you know, and I can change this around in this polarized world and say no, just say no. So it's just like, I feel like if you're like in between right now, if you're trying to make decisions, stop thinking so much. Start going into your heart, and your heart and your soul might not be in accordance with everyone else around you. And I'm gonna actually like be concrete about that and say that's for sure. It's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that. Because everyone else around you is here to help you, to uplift you, but also they're here to make you see that you are more. So Aquarian, here, even if like you have to tear down the house, like whatever, don't do that. That's what I was saying, you know, like break down those walls, be the rebel that you are, then so be it. But I feel like there's some of you attaching to old people, situations, places, whatever, and it's attached with emotions because of the Six of Cups. So try to step outside of that and become a little bit more neutral. But this is just work that we need to do. And it's also because when I see the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups together, I feel like you're holding on to what was, or what you created in your mind, kind of thing, about a relationship or about a friendship, about a family ship or whatever it is. So like just become aware of it. Step back, be the observer of it. Because this is your time to break free and start this new journey. So this is the freaking reading, man. I love it. I have also angel answers cards, so you can come up with 2 questions. I'm going to give you 2 answers. Okay, so these are 2 answers. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do that. Answer number 1 is trust. Love it. Trust yourself, trust the plan, trust the no, trust the yes. Answer number 2, reconsider. So reconsider whatever it is you're thinking. Don't like what we consider could be like, I don't know what it is for you right now, but it could be not the right time. Doesn't mean that it's not going to ever happen. It's just not the right time right now. Because everything is happening when it's supposed to happen for you. And we get all very like antsy, and we need things to happen on the time that we want, and it doesn't work like that in quantum time, and it doesn't work like that in this universe. It only works in this matrix. We are not of the matrix. We need to like step out of that and trust and surrender. All right, Aquarius, this is your reading of the week. I hope that this resonated, and if it didn't, check your rising and your moon. Also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. I love you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We got exposed and revealed. So I'm actually going to read from this because I liked what it had to say for you. When you experience shame, you don't just feel you've done something wrong. You feel like you are wrong, fundamentally flawed. Know that life loves you and the universe doesn't make junk, only magic. However, many social interactions, especially online, are steeped in distorted, unhealthy ways of expressing pain by shaming. Here is the way out of this. See shame as the heart-wrenching cry for help that it is. Consider whether you could have been triggered in the outer world by unresolved issues that matched all your inner pain points. If someone is shaming you, perhaps you have triggered them. How miserable they must be to expend their energy on such toxicity. They are drinking poison, hoping you will get sick. You cannot love someone out of their shame. You can only show compassion for both them and yourself. Look upon shame as an opportunity for growth, evolution, healing, and freedom. With this in mind, can you let go of your attachment to control? Admit that this emotion isn't something you have power over and surrender to a higher power. When you allow yourself to be laid up open in this way, you gain a beautiful new perspective. Then the healed shame has the infinite power of the divine to set you free. I mean, this is like huge, this card, to me. That's why I needed to read it, because like I'm also going to talk about it. But the shame is such a... like blame and shame has been overused in this society that we live in. We shame our bodies, we shame our minds, we shame everything. We shame people for not like believing in the same things as us. You know, we shame with race, with religion, with politics, with everything. And it's like shame is the lowest of the low when it comes to this evolution. And now it's like it's letting go of all of that what you have done to others, which they have done to yourself, is setting compassion and just like, instead of returning the shame and returning the blame, it's just being and becoming the observer and saying, okay, I don't need to attach myself to this kind of low emotion. It's a very it's the lowest of the low when it comes to the ego, the shame, and it's like a lot of us carry this shame with us throughout our lifetime, and when you are able to free yourself of that is when you are able to step onto this new journey of yours, is to awaken your soul. And it's like that's why I find this a very intense card to be here. It's also exposed and revealed is just revealing, like if we put aside the shame, it's just like becoming more transparent, like becoming more you, the true essence of you. Like, stop shaming yourself, stop hating on yourself. It's time to start loving yourself for everything, all the flaws. Like the flaws that we see as the human is like the divine and the energy, and everything looks at us, the light, they're like, what? We don't see your flaws that you think are flaws, right? It's time to just release yourself from all these limited belief systems, all these limited ways of looking at yourself and looking at others, and like all these expectations that you have for others and how they should treat you and how you should, like, you know, it's all this. We have these, it's almost like I look in my, oh my God, I can't even talk. I envision it as shackles. It's like every time I have an expectation, I'm shackling that person, right? And it's like, would we want to be shackled? No, right? Our whole journey here is to unshackle ourselves from the past, from the present, from everything. So this is like a, wow, right? Let's see. Let's see what's happening. We have the King of Wands, which is a Leo energy, which is a card about leadership, taking charge of our lives. Could be a King of Wands coming into your life. Let's just see. The Page of Swords could be a son, a daughter, someone younger than you. Page of Swords is also about new ideas, communication. So let's just look at everything. The Four of Cups, boredom. The Page of Cups, interesting. New love, new. A lot of children here, though. If you have kids, this is very potent with a father here, a father and two kids. The Knight of Cups. This could be a teenager in your life, but it also could be, or 20s, someone in 20s, or it could be a new love coming in. And the frickin' Tower card. Oh, you know what? Aquarius got this as their future card as well. And I pulled another card for them, but I asked, should I pull another for you guys? And it was a no. So this is huge. I feel like someone else got Tower, man. I think the Tower is everywhere. Anyway, so this is interesting to me because there's a lot of people here. There's a king, two pages, and a knight. And like I said, pages are usually people. Pages and knights are usually younger than you. The king you will relate to a father figure or a mother, whatever it is that's happening here. But there's this like feeling here of like the Four Cups is at the center of this, and it's like you're bored within your family, or you're annoyed by them, or there's like shame, perhaps. You feel ashamed. Maybe you're staying in this relationship or this family but they make you feel lesser than. Not everybody, please. I'm just like looking at everything. I don't know. There's a feeling here of anyway, there's a really not really nice, like with this shame card, I feel like some of you have experienced some how do I say this without triggering you? Like some unwarranted attention from a male figure in your life, whether it was as a child or now, or that's happening within your family life. I don't know what this is, but it's like very intense. And exposing, revealing is like revealing, like talking to someone about it, not just holding it in and feeling the shame of it, and expressing yourself, because it could like trickle into your family life now and affect the relationships you have. Wow, man, I feel like some of you have been holding on to this for the longest time, and now it's a time to release. Release the shame, release even the blame. I know it's difficult to say that, but it's also just releasing yourself from that, because that keeps you stuck, keeps you feeling sorry for you, keeps you in victim mode, and we don't want to be in victim mode anymore. It's just realizing that these are experiences that came to awaken you to a higher level of consciousness. And that's like something I'm seeing very greatly in these cards. And if ever you need to talk more about this, we can get on a session, private session. But there's also like a card about, just because the Four of Cups is here. The Four Cups being at the center of this is like I said, boredom and annoying, but it's also like some of you are having a hard time with a King of Wands perhaps in your life, or a Queen of Wands. And maybe you're having a hard time with your children or people younger than you. Like there's like this push and pull, or having like emotionally too, because the cups are here. You're like, there's an inability to converse, communicate. Like the King of Wands could be domineering. The King of Wands could be very, I don't know. And it's also like, it's so interesting because like, and because the King of Wands is so conceited and vain, and there's like someone new coming in, and you're like actually moving towards that person because they're bringing in love and they're bringing in validation to you. They're bringing in something to you, and it's going to be like it's going to create this tower moment. It's going to be like, oh my God, is she really doing this? Oh my God, is he doing this? Like kind of thing. Like it's going to be out of the blue. Like you're going to make a brash decision. I'm done, right? I can't be here anymore. I need to think of my heart. I need to think of like my soul. I need to like move passionately through my life and not like live in this shame, or not live in this like blame game, or not live in this depression, or I need to open my eyes again. I need to love again. I need to be loved again. Because the Page of Cups speaks of new love, being like naive. Like some of you may have naively gone into this relationship, into this marriage, into whatever this is, and it's okay. And it's not here. We're not here to blame ourselves for what we do, because I would say like 99% of the times you make a decision is already a decision that's been made. Right? And if it's the wrong one, it's the wrong choice, then you'll know it and you'll leave it. But if you feel compelled sometimes to stay in these like very uncomfortable situations, maybe it's because you're supposed to be there and not uncomfortable to like push you to the next level. I don't know. I just feel like it could also be like, I hate to say this, but the king with these pages here, like, like someone lying and cheating on you. Wow, man. Or there's like, open up the lines of communication with your husband or your wife. It's time to open up the lines of communication. It's time to open your heart, open yourself to your partners. Like if you're feeling down and out, why are you staying? Because like, what are the becauses? What are the reasons? Why are you there? Because how everyone else is going to say, or it's all this like nonsense, right? And the Tower card is like, no, I understand you need to be a little uncomfortable, but you cannot be like in complete discomfort your whole life. You cannot remain, because the children. What about the children? Because the children are the one who are affected the most when they're faced with this, right? With this conflict. I just feel like there's something huge here coming for you, Pisces. Like a big realization of where you are right now, and with the people in your life. And like if you're single, it could be with a partner. If you're single, it could also be this is your boss, and these are your colleagues, or this is your father, or someone older than you, and these are your friends. There's like a lot of different ways to look at things. It's just like, to me, there's this part of you that's just not expressing her or himself very well, and you're remaining with these like soul suckage people. That could be one thing. I just feel like there's like this, like a little bit of a disconnect with your kids, with your partner, and that's perhaps why there's like you flirting or you looking for love elsewhere or just attention elsewhere, because it's just not working here. And it hasn't been for a long time with this Four of Cups. And perhaps that's you feeling like ashamed of it. But ultimately, like, there's so many scenarios I could take for this, right? Ultimately, I feel like Pisces, you're being asked to make a bold move here. If this Knight of Cups is coming in and giving you, showing you a little part of you that is, that lights you up inside, then that's something to pay attention to. You know, is it because if this person is continuously dimming your lights, definitely you need to be paying attention to this. Like, why are we remaining here? Because of the children? The children are good, right? The children are resilient. Most children are resilient. Most children can get through this. I feel like we don't give enough credit to children. But there's this feeling here of a new love, like you're looking for ways of, there is ways of bringing things together also in this relationship that you have, or this friendship, or whatever it is, by opening the lines of communication, by talking about it, by expressing yourself fully, not hiding, not half-assing it. Like, it's time to like be you. I don't know, it's really interesting, this Knight of Cups. There's like, if you're single, there's like someone coming in that's going to be very loving towards you. But even if you're married or partnered, I feel like there's someone around you that's flirting with you, that's causing this, like, what is going on around here? But it's this exposure of you. Nourishment while waiting. Really interesting, because nourishment is not only food, it's like nourishing your soul, nourishing your heart, like finding that love, like I almost feel like the Knight of Cups is the nourishment for some of you. Some of you are seeking that heart to heart that's missing right now with a partner, with like younger people. Like, you're just hanging around people that are like youthful and exciting and energized, right? It doesn't always have to be about love. Like, we were so fixated on it has to be a lover. It doesn't have to be. It could be just you finding like extracurricular activities that keep you interesting. But you're while waiting for what? While waiting for the next step, while waiting for the Tower moment, while waiting for the... Let's just see what this card means. This is a moment for patience. What will you do while you wait for your vision to manifest? While you wait for the next step to be revealed, you must similarly prepare yourself for success. Baby Hawk needs to be nourished before she can achieve all her greatness as adult Hawk. And this is why you must nourish yourself on every possible level. Ask yourself what skills your future self holds that you currently do not have. Then start researching and practicing them. Okay, so it's very like basic. But to me, it's like you taking care of yourself as you go through this little hiccup, like big hiccup in your life. And it's also like I said, I almost feel like this Knight of Cups is that kind of nourishment that you need, is that love that was missing somewhere, that respect, that admiration, you know, that like and it's so funny. It's not funny. It's just that this little simple human or situation that's come into your life has completely changed your whole vision, your whole dream. And it's because you've been hiding this whole time. Within this family life, behind this partnership, within this job, within whatever this is. You've been hiding a lot, and now it's time to just put yourself out there, Pisces. Wow. Starseed, what lights you up, right? It's exactly that. It's like, stop dimming your light. What do you need to light your life up? Why are we dimming our light within these relationships, within these jobs, within these families, these friendships that are null and void? They're just keeping us down. They're taking away the lust of our life. They're making us feel bored and like lifeless. Why? What? You're a starseed. Light it up. You like the attention. Like, use it for just to build you up again, your confidence. It's just like, it's time to open, like, it's time to me, it's like expose and reveal. It's like, it's time to be you. It's time to be you, and to be you is the Tower moment. Because no one out there is really themselves. Everyone is always like, I'm going to hold myself because out of respect for my mother, my father, my grandparents, my boss, I'm going to, like, what is that respect BS? Like, what are we holding back from? No, man, it's time to be you. Unapologetically you, just you. And everyone has to figure it out around you. Like the way you're going to have to figure it out when that person is unapologetic themselves. It's like we're holding on to, we shame and we hold shame. And it's done. We cannot live with this shame anymore. It does not work in this next reality. So that is like a huge thing that's happening for you. It's huge. Because you're releasing a lot here. But you've forgotten who you are, which is very important. So I'm going to give you, again, 2 questions. Think of your questions, 2 answers. Think of your questions. Answer number 1, flyer, and answer number 2. So, pause if you haven't come up with it, but this is answer number 1. If you believe, if you trust yourself, then whatever it is that you ask is going to happen. But you just need to trust yourself. Because you are the starseed. You are the light. You are the energy. You are the source. Your second question, answer is no. So, like I've said to many people in this zodiac readings, no could be the biggest yes that you could ever get. No could be the best thing ever. Because your no is you detouring you onto the next path. So, this is the reading, my beautiful Pisces. It's never a dull moment with you, but like I always say to you and to all the other ones, like the Scorpios, the Geminis, the ones who have some of the most difficult readings, I feel like that you're doing the lot of the work, and it's important that you do this for yourself and for humanity. Because it's far greater than just yourself. So thank you, fish. Thank you, Pisces, for taking on this load. And I want to see you. I want to see the real you. Come on, show me and show us. All right, I love you, and I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages if this didn't resonate. And also like, share, comment, subscribe, and super thanks me if you can. All right, bye.